Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tabletop Bob. My name is Bob, and we're back with Vecna, Eve of Ruin. We've got the Wild Beyond the Witchlight crew here tonight. That is Joey, Mike, Dasha, Randall, and Christian. We've got a very special crew here, one that is near and dear to all our hearts, the Icewind Dale Rime of the Frost Maiden crew, also known as the Three Musketeers, and Rogal. All right, everybody, we've got another crew here for another finale. We've got Andrew, Michelle, Stephanie, and Randall back. We have the Avernus crew, or remnants of the Avernus crew, Roviel, Caddis, and Lucius, played by Dasha, Christian, and Stefano. And then we've got Runar, who has become friends with Caddis from their journey in the Astral Sea, and that is played by CJ. How we doing, everybody?
Hey,
Doing great.
Pumped, excited to
Good.
be back.
been a long time
so
since I played
excited.
D&D at this time.
I know.
It's actually, I said good evening, I think I said.
Yeah, it is
but it's
definitely nighttime right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone has left their 5 p.m. jobs and are putting their children to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
This was before daylight savings and everything, so it's still light outside.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
we
look at
abide
Mike's
by a
window.
different daylight savings. We adjust by 7 hours every year.
Yeah,
We just go
Look
to
at that.
sleep at night.
well, you know, there's some places. What is it? Was it 30 Days of Night? The comic, right? It was Alaska, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
but this would be like just like waking up during the day, during the night, and going to bed.
I mean, that's like
It's
normal.
not like you wake up, it's more night. It's
People, a lot of people don't
really-
live in Alaska, but in like places like a lot of parts of Iceland, like it's
That's true.
just normal.
Mhm.
It's just like that's just sometimes you
Fair.
just have 2-day long nights.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we are lying to you, of course. We're playing in the morning, but we're recording all these episodes, and that's actually a part of it. We'll describe how this whole finale is gonna break down. But if you're watching this right now, you're watching part 1 of the Vecna finale. It's going to be broken up into actually 5 parts, technically. We'll like I said, touch more on that later. But I just want to say a couple things before we get going here. I'm so excited to play this because we have been I have been working on this campaign since it came out in May of 2024. So not the longest like ever, but like definitely the most ambitious in terms of like coordinating. I thought that Candlekeep Mysteries was going to be the one that like really like I will never do something like that again, where I had to coordinate all these different groups playing all these different times. But those were all one shots. This was different. This was coordinating like 20 people, 20 schedules. We all have our own personal lives. We have our own, things going on in our home life, to combine with gaming and making it so that all these characters can combine. It was very ambitious, but I am so happy to be here. We're at the precipice of the finale, and I want to thank all of you for playing in this game. This is a crazy one, but I appreciate you all being here.
This was all your attempt to get a job as a chief of staff for like a governor, correct? Like
What it feels
that's
like.
the tier of coordination it feels like you've needed to have.
Yeah, and I can tell you right now, I never want to do something like this ever again. So
Well, we'll see
He
you
He
next
says
time.
that. We'll see you guys in
next
2
year.
years for the next one.
Yeah,
It's just
I
that
know.
and like you're juggling on screen. Like
That's true. It's a lot to juggle, like all these
You
characters.
juggle-
I
you
get
know how to
confused.
juggle?
I do actually. I can juggle.
He does,
Joey
yeah.
knows. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
mean,
so-
I remember we were talking before this, and you had completely forgotten about the Holy Avenger that I pickpocketed in the last moments of the last session. I
Oh,
don't,
did I?
I don't know
Oh,
how you could forget about it. It was such a big moment for my character too.
Let me write
So I was
that down.
like, what would Siggy do? And I stole a legendary item that
I forgot
now
about
have.
that.
I definitely have.
You're so right. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You could take advantage of me anytime because I forgot all the things about your characters. So I even forgot what level you all were. So
And I rewatched every single thing, and I know
Apparently,
Josh is-
all of us
not-
forgot what level we were.
not actually. I haven't rewatched everything. I rewatched a lot, but
you do though. You
Not
actually
everything.
are good about like to remember. You rewatch, and I
have
should
to
do more
review.
of that. Yeah. One of the unique advantages to having things recorded. But anyway, so we're going to start the game. Like I said, I'm not going to do too much like preliminary stuff here because when we actually play with all the groups, they're going to go through the same introduction and they're going to go on their journey, their leg of the journey, the finale journey. And I'm going to be releasing these sort of like in intervals. So the beginnings, the middles, the ends, and it's going to be each a unique episode. So you, the viewer, will not be able to tell the outcomes of everything until the very end of the finale.
And they're going to be
so-
disappointed when they learn that we all lost.
Yeah. If something happens and goes wrong, that you're on your leg of this finale, it could deeply affect the actual final episodes. Which the final episodes, which are going to be we're going to do a live stream of that because we started this live stream. I feel like it needs to end live stream as well. It's just kind of cool to record it and release at the same time, where all of these kind of affect each other. Okay, so yeah, so we're going to jump into the finale. You ready to do this?
Go.
Here
Absolutely.
we go. Siggy, Rowan, Boppy, and Boomy. You find yourselves in the sanctum of Illustrial Silversong. She is one of the three wizards, Mordenkainen as well as Tasha, have joined together to try to stop Vecna. All of you have, in your own individual episodes, been forced to work together with different groups, different heroes, to try to assemble the Rod of Seven Pieces, hopefully to stop Vecna's ritual of remaking that he's begun. After your individual adventures, you've come back hoping to use whatever abilities you have in service of stopping this evil lich, and you've been thrilled to find out that not only have you know some of these people that are here that you've met, that you've gotten to become friends with, but now your old adventuring pals, your friends of adventures past are here, except one is missing for this group. So as you rejoice and Siggy and Rowan embrace Boppy and Boomy, people you haven't seen in years, there's a big rift missing, and that is Quentin. So I'll let the four of you talk. You've now, we'll say that the initial meeting has already passed, and you've been here for a few days now. And as the days go on, more and more adventurers have been coming to the sanctum, people you've either met or you've even realized friends of friends that you've now met, other groups reuniting just as you are. So I'll say a few days have gone past and you're sitting in the parlor alone. It's a moment where the group can discuss. I'll let you all take the floor for just a few moments to roleplay what your characters are feeling right now in this moment before you are tasked with one more quest. So we'll start it off with maybe Siggy and Rowan, the two of you, coming into the parlor, seeing Boomy and Boppy discussing.
Well,
Yeah.
Siggy flies in with an armful of snacks and just starts distributing them. She's stress eating. She's very stressed that Quentin is nowhere to be found, so she is scavenging. The wizards are like tired of her asking for snacks at this point, but she flies in and she's like, Boomy, here's some for you. I remember you used to love these back in the forest when we would pick all the berries and the mushrooms and find so many good sweets. And I think it's good to eat sweets at a time like this. So here you go. Here's some for you. And Boppy, I don't know if you like any sweets. You never joined me and Boomy when we were picking things in the forest, and you yelled at us a lot for doing that. But here's some for you too. I just want to share.
First off, is Lemon here?
Do you think she would have come with you? I mean, obviously she would want to, but would you take her to the
I
sanctum,
mean,
Boppy?
Boppy would never
Please.
say no.
Okay, then
Yes.
sure, I'm here, of course.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Mushnick.
Give me some of that. Give me some of that candy.
Yeah, Boppy would just hand whatever was handed him to Lemon. Just be like,
What'd you
I'm
give?
all right. I don't need any of that. I mean, listen, it's a different deal here. You're not in a forest full of fairies who you pick something, somebody owns your soul for the next 20 years. I'm good with this. He just like pulls out like a flask of whiskey.
What did you give? Actually, what was it?
Me?
Was it like a lollipop or candy?
I think it's like armfuls of like lollipops, maybe some candy canes, maybe some sort of baked goods like shortbreads, maybe like one savory like pretzel type snack in there to like even things out, but mostly sweet candies and pastries.
She says, "Well, I'm sweet enough, so I'll take this." And she takes one of the more savory treats, a pretzel or something like that.
Mhm.
And Rowan, what about you? You obviously haven't seen the rest of them in years. Go ahead.
So though Rowan's like sort of like excited to see everybody, still very sad about Quentin. And so like sort of acting on like the sort of like inverted scale, whereas like Siggy is like a little bit more manic and trying to like, all right, gonna give you some snacks and you do this. Rowan's just been like more insular, just sort of just a
A little
little
down.
sadder, little quieter,
Mhm.
just a little like, hello, it's good to see you. Just on the verge of tears.
Siggy will
Boomy.
fly up to you and say, "Rowan, you have to keep your strength up. Here, take this," and she'll hand him like a granola bar type situation that maybe is a little bit healthier. But I know you're sad, and I'm very sad too. But we have to keep our strength and our spirits up because that's what Quentin would want, right, Boppy?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know what that guy wants. Isn't he a dad?
And Boomy, you've been for the last 10 years or so, basically you've been in open rebellion against the creatures of the Underdark. I mean, you've had very little things to be happy about or rejoice about, but this is one of the rare moments. How do you take this moment?
Yeah, so like after all this time, that kind of childlike wonder, I've kind of lost that from way back in the day. So seeing all these snacks kind of brought to me kind of brings me one of those little smiles to my face as I kind of remember like, those times. And I go up to Rowan, I put out my hand, kind of like, put my hand on her shoulder, however that might look, and just kind of remind her, like Quentin is one of the smartest, most clever thing I know. He's gonna figure this out.
Oh,
and I try
by
to
hell,
hide.
don't tell me you guys are all gonna start sobbing.
No, we're not. We're not going to start sobbing.
Oh God! Once you start, I can't stop.
It's okay. I give up more treats.
Everybody's
just
crying.
Just trying to hide in my face. Like I'm putting on the smile, but in the back
Mhm.
of my head, I'm just like, come on.
I'm happy
Come on,
to
Quentin.
see everybody, but sad Quentin's gone.
The Sanctum of Illustrial is where most of you now have called home for the last few weeks. Edmund and Rogal, the two of you, came back from your journey. To the surprise of your characters, you probably were surprised, I should say, to see your old friends Flair and Elias. And the four of you have now come together for the first time. You've had a moment to sit quietly. I'll let you guys welcome each other. Go ahead.
Elias.
Hello. So we meet again. There is always another morning.
There is always another morning.
Oh,
You've made it.
he looks away. Oh, hello, Edmund.
It's Edmund Brycene. Haven't seen you for many a year.
It's
Yeah,
been
it's-
quite a while, isn't it, my friends?
It sure is. It's like I woke up one day and you were gone.
Yeah.
Well, I had so many things I had to do. There's so much stuff going on in the world, and The whole world needs heroes like us, you know?
It's not like I went to lunch that day and I met you know, a new couple that had just moved to Icewind Dale, Jerry and Winthrop, and telling them about how cool my friend Edmund was, and then I went to go knock on your door to introduce them to you, and you were gone.
I left a note.
Yes, it said,
You're
Blair,
back.
you're still awesome. See you in a couple days.
It said, I'll be right back. I did not say how long it was going to take me to be right back, but I was going to be right back. And I did come back, right?
8 years
Although-
later.
I was there.
Dad went out for milk and came back 8 years later.
I was going to just get a couple death sticks.
Oh, no, I can't stay mad at you, Edmund.
Blair, of course not.
Come here, old pal.
Hey! Big hug.
Oh, hello, Rogal.
Musketeers together.
Rogal's here too.
Where did you go?
Edmund found me, brought me here.
He was with
I barely noticed you were gone.
He was with the barbarians over in Icewind Dale. He was hanging out with Luke, and Rogal just hears when I say Luke's name.
How is Luke, Rogal?
It's not
Yeah.
stat.
Oh my God, he's like your son.
Who?
Yeah, Rogal can hear the name Luke, but it sounds unfamiliar to him. Yeah.
You know,
Luke,
Luke,
who's there?
the sacrifice.
The what?
The sacrifice we rescued
Yeah,
became your sidekick.
Someone?
he
When
was
did, when did we try to sacrifice someone?
Well, you remember when we sacrificed the hag, of course.
Well, no, I remember when Edmund murdered the hag. But
when Edmund saved the entire 10 towns from the hag that was going to eat all of the children, and we recovered the cauldron of endless food for them to help survive the endless winter. Yeah, I remember doing that.
wait, the hag's name was Luke?
No. Luke was a good friend of ours. They
And I would imagine,
By the way, Flair wasn't there for the hag, but he's been filled in on everything and has
Yeah.
inserted himself into the entire lore.
yes, exactly.
It's
And I would
almost-
say, Rogal, even though you don't remember Luke, you know, you did travel back to the Oval Mirror in Eberron, and you did have a companion named Luke with you. It was like your first meeting.
Hmm.
So you do know the person they say Luke, who was your friend, but the memories have been taken from the gray matter engine. So, by the gray matter engine. So, yeah, you don't no longer really have those memories, but you know who Luke is, like at this point. But it's like a new friend to you. It's like saying, yeah, Luke, the new guy.
Oh, dude, he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wait, so you two were also recruited for this mission against what was that evil person's name again, Elias?
Vecna.
Yeah, Vecna.
Yes.
Well, Edmund was recruited, and then he just sort of.
I recruited him. He's deputized by like
The three musketeers are recruited, but Rogal is
like.
Did you run into Cass as well?
Cass.
I don't believe we ran into Cass. No.
Oh, well,
We were-
Edmund knows of Cass. Rogal does not, I believe.
he was this like very powerful and evil vampire that could just use some magical object to look like anyone else, and with no magical way to discern that he was someone else. And he was also after the rod pieces. But then an even more powerful vampire named Strahd came, and he let us leave his domain with the piece.
He was quite reasonable.
Very reasonable. Yeah,
A
a
lot
great
of-
guy. Really great guy.
Interesting. A lot of vampires that you encountered. Very different than what we encountered in Icewind Dale. And they're very different than the things we've encountered.
Probably
All over
encountered
the
some
southern area.
snow.
We fought robots.
Yes.
Robots.
Robot. They were metal men. Men made of entirely metal.
Oh, kind of like that gigantic dragon that Zardarok and his minions unleashed upon the
Very similar.
upon the seven
Well,
towns.
That was like shards of crystal. This was like sheets of metal.
And like electricity.
Yeah,
Like
whatever.
a living
electricity-
sword.
Lightning.
Sword
Very-
and lightning.
Very curious.
Doesn't sound good.
So, your group has come back to the Sanctum of Illustrial. She is the famed elf wizard. Her, Mordenkainen, and Tasha have been coordinating a effort across the multiverse to try to stop Vecna from his ritual of remaking. This is, of course, Vecna's plot to remake the multiverse in his own image. The various groups of heroes have been sent out to different lands, far and wide, to try to get pieces of the Rod of Seven Pieces. You're probably the last group to return. I would say that would be Bear and Kashar. The two of you finally get back and are introduced to a whole slew of different characters that have been working alongside the Wizards 3. And after your voyage to the Isle of Serpents and then eventually teleporting back to the Sanctum, you have learned that you were not able to get the eye of Vecna, and you were able to procure one of the rod pieces. So you bring this back, and Kashar will have a moment to talk with Mordenkainen. But before we get to that, Bear, you come into the Sanctum, and you see Tom and Dobby chatting in the parlor. This is the area that you planned the original leg of your journey with Mordenkainen, and there are other characters in here. Some ones that you have never met before, but your eyes immediately go to your friends Tom and especially Dobby. So I'm going to give the three of you a moment. Go ahead.
Sure.
Just love each other. Go.
So when Bear sees Tom and Dobby, he's like, "Oh, cool, it's Tom." And then his eyes travel over and he sees Dobby, and for a second he's like, "Oh." But then there's like a moment where he just freezes and he gets like 1,000-yard stare, and then suddenly he grows very solemn. And he shakes his head. And he walks up somberly to them. He says, "Hey guys." And he just kind of looks at his feet a little bit.
Is that Bear? Bear? What are you doing here?
I scream out Bear as well. It's been a
Oh.
long time. I run over and give Bear a hug.
Dobby, you're going to make me cry. Dobby doesn't show as much emotion.
I
Bear
miss
kind
Bear.
of
I miss Bear.
No. Bear kind of melts into Dobby's arms for a second, just like a blissful sigh. But then he straightens up and he says, "It's good to see you two guys, but I'm different now. I'm a strong, independent bear now."
Look at you, man. I'm so excited to not be the third wheel all the time.
And
we'll be like a full tricycle now, I
Aw.
think.
And then strolling in behind Bear is Kashar. Kashar, would you describe yourself for Tom and Dobby?
Absolutely. He is quite tall. He's wearing armor, but does not have his helm on. Quite tall, but very lithe build. Sort of light bluish gray skin, and very dark eyes, dark black hair that's pushed back, that's a little bit unkempt from being under a helmet for so long. A Shadar Kai elf, wearing probably once pristine armor that has long been tarnished, but the one pristine and polished part is the very center of it that has the symbol of the Matron of Ravens. And he wears a cloak that is, a mantle of raven feathers, walking behind, sort of smiling at the interaction of Bear rejoining the two of you, as he's heard so much about Dobby.
But
Yeah,
then,
and then
as Kashar walks up behind Bear, Bear kind of looks over his shoulder and like shudders a little bit, and then looks away really quickly.
and of course, actually, let's get Tom and Dobby, if you can both describe yourselves a little bit, so Randall can get an idea of your characters. I know they have not met, so we'll start with Tom. Tom, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm a half orc fighter. I look more human than orc, I would say. My appearance may have changed from last time because I don't always remember exactly what I say every time. So I'm a little fluid. No.
With you there.
But I am my character itself is based off of the Washington Irving novel Tom Walker, The Devil and Tom Walker. So I look more human than that, but definitely older, and just a little creaky, gross looking. But
how I feel.
You know, it looks like I walked through a swamp.
Oh, I love it. Excellent. And Dobby? Many forms?
Dobby is a tiefling wizard. He's looking much more confident on his hooves, standing up straight, always correct posture now.
Are you a tiefling or are you not a hobgoblin?
No, tiefling.
Oh my god, I said you were a hobgoblin in every other one so far.
Really?
Yes, but that's because
I could be a hobgoblin.
You are the many forms of Dobby. It's
the hobgoblin was the last one.
I was trying to force a reincarnation.
Dobby's a
Dr.
little
Dobby.
fluid like me too. We're all just like a little fluid here.
I
Yeah,
guess
the
we're
most
just gonna have to
recent,
edit all of that out. So
I think the most recent I was in the shed. I just kind of got up, couldn't stand up straight. I was tripping over myself with my hooves.
I do remember that now. Oh my gosh, you're right. You're so right.
Waking up suddenly having hooves is terrifying.
Yeah, no, it was like basically being on rollerblades for the first time.
And I've developed a fear. I did instantly.
Got
I don't know how I'm gonna
grayish
edit
horns,
this.
a white beard, red skin.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna edit this, but we'll make it work. And we might just say that you're a hobgoblin, and I probably won't edit it out. So there might be too many instances where I said this hobgoblin walks into the room. So anyway,
You want to give us a couple takes of you saying tiefling so you can go back and dub over yourself?
this is the quality content that the fans get here, Randall. This is
My lips are saying tiefling, but hobgoblin in a very strange voice comes out.
it's gonna just be a dub. Yeah,
Like a
hobgoblin.
cousin of ventriloquism.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's gonna be like watching Snakes on a Plane on ABC Family. Like it's
Almost the whole script dubbed over. Okay, great. So you see this tiefling and this half orc before you, and it seems like Bear has an affinity towards them. I'll let you interact as well. Go ahead.
good to meet you. My name is Kashar. And looks to both of you quickly, but does linger towards Dobby. I've heard much about you. I don't know if I've heard about you. Are you okay? Like looking at look like you just came out of a swamp.
Man, I was gonna ask you the same thing. Are you cold? You look a little blue. Is that racist? I'm sorry, man.
A little, yes,
I'm gonna get another
actually.
drink.
It is a little bit, but
Well, any friend of Bear's is a
Friend of
no.
Tom.
I'm not going that far yet. I don't know you, man.
that's fine. Bear spoke very highly of Dobby, and I trust their judgment.
I nod to, was it Jafar? Was it
Jafar? What a first impression!
I haven't heard much of you.
He immediately following. I trust their judgment. He's just having the thought. Do I?
Gonna be great.
Immediate racist comment from one, and immediately getting my name wrong.
Anyway, Mordenkainen comes in and goes, Jafar, we need to speak. I mean, Kashar.
He just dead stares him until he changes, until he fixes it.
Kashar, my mistake. Honest
Kashar.
mistake.
Mordenkainen jokes with Dobby and pulls Kashar away to have a private conversation. The rest of you, continue on with your reunion. And Kashar, he pulls you aside into a private room and he says, "Tell me, were you successful?"
In some ways, we did not find everything we were looking for. But we got the information. The lich that was there is dead now. And I, as the player, for forgetting the exact things that we got away with from the tomb. What were the specific, because there were a bunch of things that we did take out of the tomb. I can't remember the precise things that they were, though.
Some of them I think you gave to the archaeologist there because they were like her family heirlooms or something like that. But I think, and Michelle, you can correct me too, one of them was like a scimitar of, it was like a magical scimitar. I'm not sure if you took it or not, but like you had it. There was a cloak. There was like a map, stuff that wasn't necessarily important to like your quest, but you were unable to find a piece of Vecna and you were able to get the rod piece.
Yes. I think I would have given the rod piece because the rod was not Kushar's goal. Yeah. So like if I had found it, I don't remember who had found it. Even if I found it, I would have given it to Bear because I know that was Bear's. That was Bear's quest.
Yes,
so I would just
that's
tell.
What happened.
Okay, yeah. So I would just tell Mordenkainen, we could not find any pieces of Vecna. The information was very, very outdated. I think
we were really worried about you because you went rogue. You stopped communicating, and we sent Derlin to find you.
Ideas.
We sent Derlin to find you.
Derlin is dead.
He kind of just sits back in his chair, and his eyes go wide, and goes, "Runar will not be happy about this."
Probably not.
How did it happen?
I killed him.
And then his mouth drops to the floor. He's like, you're going to have to come up with some better story than that.
The Lich controlled my mind for a short time in the tomb. I have had it happen before. It is the most unsettling feeling. We could not bring him back. He was given proper burial.
He nods. He says, I'll leave this to you to tell Runar if you choose. Otherwise, perhaps we don't even need to bring it up.
If given the choice, I would never speak to Runar again.
Understood.
But
and
we have the right piece. Your agent, acolyte, Bear, proved quite useful and efficient. They have the road piece that was sought.
Wonderful, because between you and me, I had no hope for that group. No hope. No.
Which group?
The one with Bear and, of course, Dobby, that group.
Dobby was not there.
No, he went on his own way, but
yes.
For having such a reputation, I was underwhelmed.
Well, I think that Bear will surprise you then.
Good. Now, I have a surprise for you.
I hate surprises.
He reaches into his cloak and he pulls out basically just a almost like a skeletal hand with the driest, crustiest skin covering over it. Mostly like green and browns. It looks like it is just decrepit and about to fall apart if he were to squeeze it in any serious way. And you can sense immediately that this is the hand of Vecna without even needing to cast any spells or magic. You can feel the magic emanating from it.
You've just been walking around with it in your pocket?
Only since you came back. He holds it with like a cloth. He doesn't touch it directly, but he places it on a table in the room.
We're alone in this room, correct?
Correct. Tasha knows about this. So does Illustrial. That's it.
Anyone else? Good.
That's it.
How did you get it?
Let's just say we're going to have a problem with Tiamat at some point down the road.
She's confined to a furnace. The only thing she can burn has been burning for millennia.
That apparently isn't true anymore either.
You released Tiamat?
I didn't, but somebody else
How much
did.
of the world are you going to burn to stop this fire?
We'll deal with those fires when they come. But for now, you can perform the ritual.
Yes, I can.
He takes the hand. I think Kashar would probably, like, it's not worth role-playing, would probably expend, like, a few spell slots of just, like, casting, like, detect magic and, like all these things.
Totally.
Just, like, ensure that... Because he's a level 20...
100%. Yeah.
Servant of the Raven Queen. He doesn't look at Mordenkainen as, like, the greatest wizard of all. He's like, this is a guy with shit ideas who thinks they're gold.
Yeah.
So he, like, doesn't fully trust him, but he takes the he would take the hand, he would wrap it in cloth, he would probably put it in whatever vessel I would have had. I imagine I probably would have had a, like, lockbox of some sort
Sure.
because since I was planning to get the hand, I was looking for the hand.
That works. Yep.
I will keep that. I'll put that in my bag. I'll just add a custom item. Hand of Vecna.
The hand.
Or
of
actually,
Vecna.
I don't have to add a custom item. That is an item.
It is an item, actually. Yes. And it does work. I know that your character probably would never use it in the way it's meant to be used, but you have it.
Yes, I do not plan on chopping my hand off. I'm not Archon the Cruel.
Joe Manganiello.
Yeah, I'm not here to try to ruin a campaign's finale with my bullshit.
That'd be fun. All right, so you have the hand of Vecna. Now, the scene will end here. The camera will kind of pan out, and Mordenkainen and Kashar get up and leave the room. So Caddis might be the last person to come back. Runar came back much earlier, bringing the news that he retrieved the Rod of Seven Parts. And then Dasha, your character, Eroviel, and Lucius, you would have returned probably before Caddis arrived. And so as Caddis comes in, he'll see Eroviel and Lucius in the sanctum. And I'm going to give three of you a moment to roleplay the first time all three of you, and Dobby would, of course, would be there as well in different form, in his tiefling form. So you'd see all three of these characters catching up, and they spot you as you walk into this beautiful parlor. You haven't been here yet, Caddis, but it's a massive room. This whole sanctum is an incredible interdimensional fortress, but inside the parlor, there's like books lining the walls, elegant furniture, and you can see a whole slew of heroes in here. But you're three that you recognize, you're drawn to immediately. So I'll let the three of you have a moment. You see Caddis enter the parlor.
As I enter in and I kind of scan the room and look around, and my eye catches Lucius and Iroviel, and I'm kind of taken aback, and it's like, I kind of mutter to myself, can it be? And I'm kind of like staring, just trying to see if I'm seeing what is it really them? Is it really you guys? So I think I'm kind of like frozen a little bit as I see this. As I see you two.
I can imagine Eroviel is sitting there, maybe sorting through her arrows, preparing for whatever is to come, and she looks up and sees Caddis, and she looks way older and more stressed, more wrinkle lines gray hairs. She looks tired, but she sees you, and you see something in her eyes, like maybe a spark of hope, which is not something any of you would have seen since she changed alignment, since she lost her soul. She's still looking pretty lawful evil, but there's something a little different maybe, and she doesn't say anything yet, but she'll just stand and look at you.
Aroviel, is that really you? He almost squints, Lucius.
Yeah.
Is this the first time Lucius and I are seeing each other as well, or have we been?
You might have had an introduction already at this point, because you would have came in days, like maybe weeks before Caddis. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can squint at Caddis.
I squint at Caddis.
I-
Well, I'm not as shocked to see him alive.
I'm gonna.
Caddis,
I'm
it's
just like,
been a long time. You're looking strong as ever.
I kind of walk over to you guys and just kind of, I can't believe it. I never imagined I'd ever see you again. And, I look at Aroviel, it's just, I'm kind of looking at you and just being like, life's been hard for you, but, I still see good in you. Kind of that old Aroviel that I know is there. And, I turn to Lucius, I give Lucius like the biggest kind of like handshake, in this form, being
Come here,
having this
you.
connection.
We do like one of those, like,
yeah, like
Dylan,
just
you
this like
son of a-
now that I have this new kind of celestial, I've had this kind of form taken, I've this alignment kind of aligns me a lot with what Lucius is aligned with. And
You have
so
wings, right?
I do have wings.
Mhm.
I just have this kind of celestial kind of look to me. So
Holy.
yeah, very holy, yes. Kind of figure. So it's just really good to see everyone back. But I know that things have been really tough as well, so it's kind of a bittersweet reunion.
Yeah,
I will.
Oh, go ahead.
I will. I assume there's other people in the room around us. I'll kind of put my arms around Lucius and Caddis's shoulders, not in like a loving, let's hug kind of way, but just like to lead them away and like huddle away from everyone else's eyes. And I'll look at them both, and I'll say, "It's good to see you both again. It's been many years." And she kind of laughs. As you said, Caddis, life has been hard for me, and I'm sure you all, especially in the last couple days and weeks as we embark on this quest. But I went back and I saw some of our other old friends in the depths of Avernus, and they're doing well. They're exactly where they want to be. Might be in some trouble right now after causing some mischief, but I do have cause to hope for the first time in a long time. And she'll reach into her like satchel that she has, and she'll pull out a soul coin and just hold it out.
Is this the first time I'm seeing this?
Yes, I would not have shown you yet.
Aroviel, as I mentioned when I first saw you, I'm surprised to still see you alive. But your tenacity in all these years to finally receive this coin, it gives me hope as well.
Yeah, seeing the coin, I'm just kind of, just being like, I never thought you'd ever get that kind of, like.
Neither did I.
And Dobby here looks at it too, and he just goes, "So are you going to use it?"
Well, by all rights, I shouldn't even have this. I should not have been able to take it. But someone was kind to me down in Avernus, something that rarely happens. I had resigned myself to my fate. It's been 20 years. I'm used to being this way now, and I honestly don't even remember what it's like to be something other. And I do intend to use this and try to gain my soul back with one of your help. And she'll look at Lucius and Caddis. However, I don't think it's wise on the eve of what we must now do to change anything. My life has been hard, but the lack of a soul has hardened me and allowed me to be successful in my job in fighting and investigating and doing what I must do. And I don't think I want to jeopardize that by putting emotion into the mix. I may need to be ruthless in this next leg of the journey, and I don't want to risk having a weak moment. So for now, and she'll put it back away, for now this will stay safe here in the sanctum, perhaps. I will not use it now. If I survive this, I will certainly come to one of you for assistance.
Yeah. Being, lawfully good now, I would, reassure everyone that we're here to help. I know there's still good in you, even if you don't believe it. Just remember that, and kind of I'll end it there, and then, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, do you know what's going on here? Like, what is happening?
Yeah, and of course that will come, off camera. You all will explain what happened to you on your individual trips. Like I said, there have been multiple groups going out, 7 rod pieces to be collected, 5 came back. So Cass, it seems, has the other 2. And that's something that Mordenkainen will debrief everybody on soon. But Mordenkainen will leave this scene where you're all chatting in the parlor to a smaller room, Mordenkainen's quarters here in Illustrial's sanctum. And it's a dark room, as Mordenkainen kind of likes it, lit by candles. You can see papers and books out. He's obviously been studying furiously, looking into research for all of the artifacts and rituals that are being that are going to be used in the near future. So he's got Runar in there with him. And Runar, since you arrived back to the sanctum, you've been helping Mordenkainen pour over tomes. And the only time that he really took a break was when he went to Avernus with Aroviel, and you continued on the research. But now you're here with him, and the research is paused yet again. He sits you down in his room and says, "Well, my friend, I have some bad news for you."
Bad news? That is distressing. What sort of bad news could have come of this? I mean, I'm still a bit worried. It's been a bit of time since I've heard back from Derlin, so is it concerning his mission? He hasn't contacted me for quite a while. He's been contacting me regularly
He's dead.
since he left. No, not Derlin. He was dead. That can't be. He was so powerful. There was so much potential behind his magics and everything he had done.
It seemed his luck finally ran out. All these years of adapting to whatever challenge, sometimes you could even say a rating of challenge.
He was
all these years.
I knew that he was a fool to always try and mask his powers from others to stoop to their level. He was so much more powerful than that, and he always continued on.
There's more to this story.
Well, yes, there's a lot more to this story. I mean, what of the prophecy? What of his essence? There was so much more he was meant for. Tell me, what do you have to tell of this?
Now, I need you to calm down and think about this logically.
Okay.
Kashar arrived here earlier this afternoon. I know Derlin was looking for him.
Yes.
Well, it seems they finally found each other. they were able to retrieve a rod piece together, along with Bear and some other
Fantastic.
heroes.
Fantastic. Then what happened to Derlin then if he was there with them to retrieve the rod piece? How could he have not made it back?
From what I've gathered, under control of another evil lich, not one in league with Vecna, his mind was dominated, and he killed him. He killed Derlin.
Kashar! How dare he? He will pay for this, I'm sure. Everything that Derlin had worked for, my protege!
He's already going to pay for it. I just spoke with him, and he gave me some information that only he and the Raven Queen know. And that is a way to defeat Vecna for good, but it will require a sacrifice of his own life. He's already willing to pay that price. And it's everything Derlin, you, and I stood for, so you need to let him do his job. This cannot come between you and us and the mission. We need to stay focused on this eve of ruin.
This eve of ruin, this Vecna eve of ruin. Oh,
He said the thing.
It's roll credits. But we
I
must.
thought it was Eye of Ruin.
So did so many people. So many thought it was his eye. But I don't know. With Derlin gone, all that power and the prophecy, what it means for that. Do you know if he said anything about what happened in his death?
Mordenkainen pauses as if he does know more, but says, "That's all he gave me."
Well, let us hope that it does not affect too much more.
Once this whole ordeal is over, then we can sort things out. But right now, like I said, we need to stay focused. I need you to help me take the Avernus group down into the battlefields of Pandesmos. Gear up.
Certainly. I will prepare. There are many, many challenges ahead. We will face them all. With renewed vigor, we must avenge those who have died for this cause. We will become some sort of group of people meant to avenge this death. We needed that kind of a death. Something for us to all... Oh, what's the word? Like, get back at them for.
Avenge?
Yes, a group of Avengers.
Cue the Avengers theme song.
Do portals open up now and we're all gonna...
I was
there's gonna be
thinking
portals.
I was singing either that or Thunderbolts.
Oh, I've got Thunderbolts, all right.
I can provide Thunderbolts.
Right out of my fingertips.
One or the other. And so, yeah, he says, "For Derlin," and he extends a hand.
For Derlin. And I don't know if I have, let's say, is there a low level cantrip that can... No. Well, we're in a magic place, so I reach out my hand and I say, "For Derlin," and in a magic place, like a drink appears in the hand.
A drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
sure.
and we
I love how you're just
we
like
toast.
making up spells now because you're in a magic place.
We're in a magic place. We're high level.
He's
freaking...
level 20. He can
I'm
do
a-
whatever he
yeah.
wants.
I'm a high level wizard. I'm with a higher level wizard. We both like put out our hands, like magic drink, like perfectly cold whiskey shows up in our hands, and we're like, "For Derlin."
Mordenkainen
Take
is
it.
definitely a pina colada with the umbrella in it.
Yeah, it does that.
Do you guys do the thing where you like cross hands and
Yeah.
like
Yes.
Come on, let's go. Here we go. Let's go. So waiting, CJ. Come on. There. Yeah.
it's the first on tabletop, Bob?
Cheers.
Cheers.
He's going to explain to you all that in general, all of you have been tasked with retrieving rod pieces. Some of you know more of the greater plot at hand, and he's going to explain that ultimately Vecna, the Archlich, is creating a ritual called the Ritual of Remaking. And this is only possible because Vecna has spent most of the last, few hundred years coordinating a cult to his name and harnessing the power of secrets. And he has been using these secrets that he's held over people for these hundreds of years to build him up essentially enough magical power to create a ritual that can undo the entire multiverse and rewrite it as his own. And so he's going to do more than just make himself a god. He's going to make the gods a part of his story. And that he has to be stopped. The rod pieces, Mordenkainen hoped, would be the thing that could prevent this ritual from happening. Or at least that's what he thought. It may seem that there's more desperate measures that need to be taken to stop Vecna for good. So he's going to, as more heroes start to come in through the week or so, he's going to advise all of you to rest up, prepare yourselves mentally, physically, and there's going to be a very important meeting where he's going to discuss the new plan soon, as more and more rod pieces came in. It's not quite, well, at the point where he comes in and interrupts your initial meeting, he does not have it fully formed yet. He actually he was away. He came back recently with Eroviel the elf. That was their journey. So you'll rest here for a few days in the sanctum. The sanctum is as expansive as it needs to be to accommodate the people in it. You get like I said, you've leveled up at this point. You are all ready to go. You're fully rested. And, like I said, at the end of the week, when all of the 7 groups that headed out for rod pieces have returned, you're going to meet. And we'll take you to that scene now. Time has gone by. Over the next few days, you've had the last remaining groups come in. Like I said, your group was probably one of the last ones, but over the next day or two, you've had more and more heroes. Like, you've been introduced to them. There are heroes that have come from places like the Forgotten Realms, others from Greyhawk, like yourselves, some of you. So it really depends. But you've met so many different heroes over the last day or so, and at some point, Mordenkainen calls everyone to the chamber, the parlor, where he once conceived of this first plan to send everybody on their individual legs of the journey. Now, you all sit here in the parlor together. But you see another group come in to the parlor. This group is comprised of a half-elf, another half-elf. You can see that there's a dragonborn and a human. All 4 of these characters, they look miserable. You saw them first come in. They were wearing cold weather clothes. They were, the Dragonborn was white as well. So, and he looked rather gaunt. Like Dragonborns usually look pretty robust. This guy was pretty gaunt. And, they walk in, they saunter into the parlor, and they sit opposite you. You've gotten to know some of them. Your group was the second to walk in, but when you came in, you saw a group of 2 fairies, a human, not a human, 2 fairies, a Harengon, which is a rabbit folk, and you also saw, yeah, I know, right? Crazy. And a sprite. So it was those 4 creatures. They were in the parlor before you. They seemed to be talking, and the 2 fairies were talking about all this candy that they were bringing along on the adventure with them. None of them seemed to be taking it as seriously as the rest of them.
I'm a bit confused between the difference between a sprite and a fairy, but what do I know?
Mostly size. The sprite is like Tinkerbell, like moving around, whereas the fairies are like halfling sized. But the
takes some of the candy.
Say it again, Rogal.
Rogal definitely takes some of the candy.
Yeah, in fact, as you go over to inquire, one of the fairies offers a lollipop to you, and says, "Here you go, Mr. Dragon Person."
Oh, thank you so much, young one. I eat it.
Doesn't even know what to do with it.
like smell it. Like, oh, it smells lovely.
Yeah. And Rogal's real gaunt right now because you have not attuned to your amulet yet, but they feel bad for you, so they give you some extra food and to take along with your journey.
Thank you. Oh, this is such a kind gesture.
After you came in to the parlor, a few more groups came in. There was a a group led by a hobgoblin, but there was also a small gnome. Actually, Edmund knows the two of them. It was Dobby and Bear. The two of them came in, but they were with a few other people. They were with a human. It seems to be called Tom. He seems to be some sort of a lumberjack. And the last group to come in came in, and you see that there's a little bit of a tension between one of the wizard. There's an elven wizard that comes in named Runar. And Kashar. They kind of give each other a glance, but really not much more than that. You can sense there's some sort of tension or bad blood between them just by looking. And then another group follows in. They are a elf that you've come to know as a Rovial, Bear and Dobby. An angelic-looking human named Caddis, as well as a... he doesn't look angelic, but there is something magical about him, certainly. He has a look. His name is Lucius. And all the group's heroes are here in the parlor, and Mordenkainen breaks the silence. So these groups start filtering into the chamber, and Mordenkainen stands for the group once everyone's been assembled, and he says to you all, "It's all unraveling. Faster than we feared. His ritual, his reimagining. It's changing the very weave that binds existence together. I think we all know what comes next. He doesn't just want dominion, he wants authorship, to rewrite the multiverse at his will." He looks to all of you and he says, "Pandesmos." And he waves his hand, and almost like I would imagine, like some sort of like a virtual, three-dimensional map appears here. He says, "This is just a glimpse of what Tasha was able to procure. Pandesmos is the first layer of pandemonium, a plane of pure chaos. Almost impossible to know its true locations, but this is the best we can find." You look at the map, and it looks like a beach. And like at the fringes of the map, it's kind of like, the magic kind of wisps away. So you don't see, it's not like the entirety of this plane, but you see like a very long beach. There's what looks like some sort of water lapping up on the shores. And there's a very steep, rocky cliff face that overlooks the beach. So that's what you see, if you could imagine that. And then there's also a couple of structures. Right up at the edge of the shore, there is a large citadel. The waves of this like ocean, but it couldn't be really described as water. It looks more yellowish purple, and it looks like almost like energy, pure energy, lapping up on the shores, and it's punishing the citadel. It's smashing into the citadel, and then you can see further up the cliff, and the highest point of the cliff is a massive tower. It's actually leaning, like it almost like be falling over into the beaches at some point. And all around, there are demons. A battlefield of demons. Mordenkainen says, "Lolth's brood crawls here, guarding Vecna's last sanctum. And Cass, damn him, he lurks nearby, leading a host of his own." He looks to you all, and he says, all the groups. He says, "We need to be precise with our planning. We are going to send each of you," pointing to each of the four groups, "on a very important mission. We all must succeed, or Vecna will surely rewrite the multiverse in his image." Illustrial, the famed elf, steps forward, her beautiful white and like olive green gown kind of rippling as if she, it's like a wind is always blowing on her. She says, "We'll do as best as we can to cloak your movements, like I've been doing. It's taken a toll on all of us. Tasha especially. I've woven veils strong enough to blind you from even Vecna's gaze, but you're going into a plane of pure chaos. I'm not sure how this will work, so be careful. He may be able to sense you." He looks to Illustrial, and Illustrial says, "It seems that the forces of Lolth have allied with Vecna." And she says, "This kind of goes in line with what we've heard from Boomy. I believe you know a lot about Lolth's followers. You've been fighting against them in the Underdark for many years." I'm not quite sure what their ties are, but it seems that they've placed their bets on Vecna to win this war. Meanwhile, Cass, the betrayer, has accumulated an army of his own. We're not quite sure the outcome of this right now, but our glimpses into it look like Vecna's army is very, very strong. Do you have any questions at this point?
You've seen Cass? Have you seen... Is Quentin okay?
We haven't been able to pinpoint where he is, but we know that he resides somewhere here. There's a place, and he points to it on the map, the ruinous citadel. This seems to be his stronghold, though we can't find him or locate Quentin. And
Okay.
it's at that moment, though, that the air around the sanctum starts to hum, sort of reverberate. You can see the sanctum starts to feel different. The walls pulse faintly with mirrored light, reflections of different planes kind of pushing up against each other. You can almost even see like areas that you recognize from different parts of the multiverse. And then, with that, a large crack echoes through the sanctum. At the far end of the parlor, a rift tears open, this vertical wound kind of cutting the air, glowing red, and inside you can see a purplish miasma. The runes on the sanctum floor that normally protect this place flicker and die out one by one, and out from the rift pops a figure, a humanoid. There's still like smoke and sort of the wind that blew all the papers and books off shelves is still kind of obscuring the figure. Quentin, you stand before the group. What do you say?
It sucked. Oh. Looks around. What? Oh, it worked. Hi, everyone.
Almost all the other groups like draw weapons and prepare spells and ready to fight, whereas you all see Quentin.
No need to do that. Yeah. We've already had plenty of that.
As soon as you speak, you see at least one, but I'm assuming two figures just like zoom at you and like basically attack you, but they're hugging you and it's sobbing happily.
I try to tackle him to the ground.
Yeah,
it works. I have 7 strength and not great. All right.
Quentin, we were so worried about you. What happened?
What happened?
It was a whole mess. I'm sorry it took me so long to get back. I had to get back to find a way back to the tree, and
the tree. Oh yeah.
The payload.
It was. Yes. I thought I had to eat the fruit, which caused another problem because then I really did not need to eat the fruit. I needed the fruit for something else, so then I needed to find another piece of fruit. So it was an ordeal. But I'm very glad to be back. All of you are safe. You last I saw was that you were banished.
Yeah, that was scary.
Okay.
Yes, we're okay. It's everyone. Put down your weapons. This is Quentin. He's back.
I'm gonna
Snacks
go
for everyone.
I would say all the other characters wanted to attack. There was a Dragonborn that seemed like he was not interested in attacking, more interested in discussing what this creature was.
I look up at the people that.
If anything, he was trying to put weapons down.
I look up at the people who actually do know me. Why are you holding weapons? You know I'm not an intruder. Mordenkainen, put down that spear.
Yes,
Boppy's like ready to go.
Yeah.
Boppy's got his dukes up.
Boppy's 2 flasks down. Boppy's kind of slouching in the corner.
Boppy's barely awake.
How does Lemon react?
Oh, Quentin, I knew you weren't gone forever.
I'm glad. Yes. Good to see you again, Lemon. I didn't expect that.
I'll always be here for you unless there's another equally handsome individual. Then all bets are off.
I suppose you'll always be here for me.
Wow.
She gives you a big old kiss on the cheek, and she says, "He's back. He's back." Mordenkainen says, "Quentin,
Yes.
I'm so glad that you're here. What happened to you? You were captured by that by Cass."
In a sense, yes. I think he allowed me to escape. After the battle, I was the only one remaining. Not out of not out of skill, but out of dumb luck. Or unluck, I suppose.
The rod, Illustrial says. The rod. Did you get it?
Yes. I did. And pulls out
How?
How?
Looks around at the room and is just like,
how big is the rod?
Each piece of the rod is like a foot.
Yeah. Medium size, I suppose.
I assume you're not used to holding something quite that large, huh?
Not myself, no. Good to see you again, Bobby.
Yeah.
Rowan having no idea about the innuendos, like, I hold things that big all the time.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I like cover Siggy's like ears, just like with my 2 fingers. Just like...
As Joey holds up his Arizona can.
Yeah.
This is about a bit long.
I
mean, hey, I'm not.
Good thing we're recording this.
Edit, cut this out.
Sponsored by Arizona Iced Tea. Have you ever been thirsty and only had $1? You're in luck.
Dude, it's going up. Careful.
It's going up.
No longer monetized.
Sorry. Have you ever been thirsty and never had $1 anywhere other than New York?
Yeah. Lies.
I think Quentin looks at the size of this room, knowing after like what he's just seen of like how easy it was for Kaz to manipulate the necromancer that we fought and all of the cultists that followed them. And it's just I know that we all just went from you all holding weapons against me and me saying that everything's fine, but 2 questions. 1, where's Tasha? And 2, can we trust everyone in this room?
Yeah, one voice from the back yells like, "How do we know he's not Cass?"
I don't know. Stab me.
No, don't stab him. You're not Cass, are you? You're Quentin.
No, I'm not Cass.
I try and
stab me.
Mordenkainen says, no need for violence.
Like,
of all the people in this room that I thought would try, you were the last.
You were his children.
A slight, like, little prick on, like, your leg. Like,
Are the bees in here?
Ask him a question that only your father would know. Mordenkainen says.
Well,
what's my favorite type of candy?
All of them.
That's right. He got it right. It's Quentin, everyone.
There's a couple of groans. There's a couple of people that are not thrilled with that answer, but Mordenkainen says, it's settled then.
And we're like, my God, it is him. It is him.
Trust me, I have asked her that many times trying to find a favorite. Never have I gotten one. The closest thing I've found to a favorite is one's found on the floor of a forest. That is it.
Illustrial says, we're happy to rest the fate of the universe on this one question. Let's move on.
I appreciate that. If it is of any, if anyone would like to cast any spells that won't harm or disfigure me, feel free to do so. I genuinely encourage a more thorough vetting process than merely asking me a question that could have been taken from me by force if I was captured.
I was going to offer my services. I am actually quite astute at discerning illusions.
I think the fairies have it down.
How would you
They've
do
got
it?
it down. I have my unerring eye.
Go ahead, give me your unerring eye. Give him a once over. You do the Larry David.
Yeah, it says beginning at 13th level, your senses are almost impossible to foil. As an action, you sense the presence of illusions, shape changers not in their original form, and other magic designed to deceive the senses within 30 feet of you. Provided you are not blinded or deafened, you sense that an effect is attempting to trick you, but you gain no insight into what is hidden or into its true nature. So if there is something deceptive about this.
It all checks out.
Yeah. Oh, well.
I suspiciously look at him.
He's not. He's not under the effects of any. He's not. I, Edmund Brycene, friend to elf and man, wink, can guarantee that this man is not under any illusions. I actually know Quentin quite well myself, and can even say that he is not. He is who he says he is.
Rogal could cast Zone of Truth.
I was gonna say Caddis also has True Sight, I think, so he might be able to just see.
How many characters in this room have like
there's like 80. Oh yeah, let me get Kashar's let me get Kashar's sheet up.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me change voices to Irovio real quick.
It's like True Sight plus Oath of Truth plus True.
Yeah, all of the characters and their abilities that have something to see through illusion like that can essentially use it. And I would assume they all do, and it looks like he is Quentin. Not to mention
8 different dispel magics come at me. Shit! Ow.
9th level.
One random fireball.
You entirely misunderstood my meaning.
So at this point, we get back into the discussion. Quentin, they ask you, how did you get out? He said that he let you get out. And Mordenkainen says, is there anything else you found?
Well, I have the rod, but he wants to talk. Cass. I don't trust him. Obviously, we shouldn't. No one should. He shouldn't even trust himself. I don't know exactly what he wants to talk about, but I've gotten the impression that he wants whatever his machinations are, we seem to be either a part of them or helping to meet the same goal. As much as Vecna is a puppeteer, Kaz is quite good at making him think that he is one of his puppets. I think that Kaz is pulling his own strings, in fact, somewhere. I'm not sure what they are, though.
Mordenkainen nods and listening to you. He's very intent in his listening right now. He says, This will work to our advantage, he says. The way we see it is we have an ace in the hole. He looks over, and entering the room now is Kashar. Obviously, Quentin, your other character. Kashar comes in and says, yeah, what's up?
Everyone remembers Kashar's voice. Sup, dude?
Sup, dude? And he says, Kashar here, along with Runar, have battled Vecna before. And Kashar has some in-depth knowledge that all of us need to know.
We have a special opportunity. There is a very particular ritual. One that can only be done once other things have already happened. And luckily they have. As foul as the air is with Vecna's machinations, stars have begun to align. We must complete a ritual to remove Vecna's undying nature. Without it, Slaying him will just result in the same thing it did last time. Him coming back and doing something else.
When we traveled to Avernus, I made some connections with some followers of Tiamat. And I paid a steep price. We may have to deal with that dragon queen at some point. But we've recovered this, and Kashar takes out the hand of Vecna. A long-lost artifact that once some of the people in this room knew belonged to Archon the Cruel. So Archon the Cruel no longer has that hand. Something has happened to him. But yeah,
Kick
Mordenkainen
that Joe
explains that yes, Joe Manganiello is going to be very upset with this. But yeah, he basically says that we have made a deal to procure this hand. However, it's going to cost him in the future. And he says that with this hand, Kashar can perform a ritual that can transport him to the location of Vecna's phylactery. You see, Vecna went through lots of steps to try to make sure that he could not be truly killed. Making him whole, destroying his phylactery, and killing him is the only way to actually destroy him for good. There's one problem. We don't have the eye. I have a feeling, though, that based on what Kashar said in the Tomb of Wayward Souls, that someone related to this battle has to have the eye. So when you go out there, keep an eye out for it. No pun intended.
That was intended.
I
That was
like
very
trying to
clearly
put the
intended.
fate of the universe on a hunch. Good feeling.
Rowan,
Illustrial says it's not a hunch, she says. She says, even if we can't get the eye and the hand and reunite Vecna with them, we still have to destroy the phylactery and kill him. It could give us hundreds or thousands of years of time to sort this out.
Rowan,
No, but go ahead, Joey.
Rowan raises his hand and is like, what's a factory?
A phylactery, Illustrial
Definitely
says.
know what
A place
factory
where
is,
people
though.
your age usually work because they have small fingers that are good for like gears and things like that.
Wait, let's not glaze over. Wait, did you think that did you not understand factory in the context, or did you forget what the word factory meant? Because I need to make sure of this because I was responsible for your education.
Wow, great job, Quentin. Real teacher.
To be fair, I was gone a while.
That's true. I did hear from your teachers very frequently that you just simply were not there, and that you you had paid some type of scarecrow creature that was about your size to stay in your place.
Well, you
I
had
don't
to
know
go get
how
us
the
snacks.
gourd head did not give it away.
The truancy officer came to his house.
We knew each other by first name. We actually went out to dinner very frequently, Thea and them. Because we bonded over how difficult it was.
Anyway, so Mordenkainen says there's not much choice. At the very least, we need to buy ourselves time, and perhaps hundreds of years will give us opportunities to better prepare for this in the future. But at the very minimum, we must destroy his phylactery and kill him. And then finally, he looks to you, the four of you. Bear, Tom, Dobby, you'll be going with Kashar, and Kashar will, step up and explain a few things. He says, Kashar's going to explain your role. He says, motions to you, Randall.
I can complete this ritual. It is very much my destiny to do so. And I will need to bear its burdens. I need all of you to help me with this. As I've seen only one of you fight, but I know that you can. I need you to help protect me while I undergo this. I will be greatly weakened. It will drain every bit of what I am, who I am. But it must be done.
So you need us as bodyguards, so you can make him die. Did I?
Essentially, yes.
Okay.
You will.
Yeah.
The ritual is not possible to be completed alone. If I were to try to do this alone, I would die. Not when I'm supposed to.
Well,
So-
what can we do to help? We need to make
Here-
this happen, so let's make it happen.
Here's the plan. And he, again, motions to the map. He says, it seems that the worshippers of Lolth are in league with Vecna. They're protecting him somewhere. He's hidden in that cave networks of Pandesmos. It's something that it's known for. In order to find that location, we're going to send the only group that we know that could infiltrate and get the information that we need. You there, the Icewind Dale crew. The four of you will have maybe the most challenging task of all.
We're actually before you go ahead, we're actually known as the Three Musketeers
And
Excuse me.
Rogal.
and Rogal. It's
The
not
Musketeers-
The Icewind Dale crew, please. We have a proper adventuring group. name.
Apologies,
We do.
he says.
We're not
We'd
a
like
crew.
to be.
We don't have a ship.
We're not just from Icewind Dale. Okay?
Apologies. The
Some
Musketeers.
of us
and-
are now.
The
So we're actually
Musketeers.
the Icewind Dale crew plus Edmund.
Oh,
Oh,
he's the outcast now.
but
well, he did
originally we
leave.
were the Musketeers and Rogal.
Stick with the original.
For 8 years, we were the Three Musketeers and Edmund. I'm just saying.
He says, you four will go to the Hurricane Tower.
Are you sure you want to go as the most challenging?
Stop.
He says, there's not a group that I've heard of that would be more apt for this task than you. Your task is to saunter to the Hurricane Tower.
And get lunch.
I've heard from the histories that infiltrating a lair, a base, is your specialty.
Very good at that.
Perfect.
The
Bobby,
four of you.
Bobby turns
ahead
to
of there.
Boomy and is like, "Thank God, thank hell! I thought he was going to say us. That would sucked."
So you shall saunter over to the Hurricane Tower. But your job is very important. It's not just defeat forces there. There is a powerful creature named Camlash. She is the general of Lulth's army here in Pandesmos. And from all our divinations, she has the upper hand against Cass. But she's protecting Vecna. It seems that Lulth and Vecna are in league. For what reason? We don't know, but she seems to be protecting him. Your job is certainly to find out where Vecna's hideout is. Without finding Vecna's grasp, we have no chance at defeating him and stopping his ritual.
And what do you know of this creature, Camlash?
Camlash is a greater demon of Lulth, one of her generals, one of her most trusted generals. She'll tower above you.
Oh,
She's very powerful. She has the magic of Lulth's spider goddess in her. I imagine that she will not be easy to defeat.
and
Why will she tell us where Vecna is?
She may not. But there must be some clue. She must be protecting the hideout. She is located here, and he points to like the cliffside. Vecna's hideout must be within in Pandesmos there's a intricate cave network. Actually what it's known for.
Rogal asks if there's anything that we could negotiate, or we're permitted to negotiate on behalf of, or for.
We need to find his location at all costs.
No, but I mean, like, what are we allowed to negotiate with? Sorry, what's her name?
What do you mean?
Lulth and Camlash?
Are you looking to see what we can offer her?
Yes.
What we can offer her as a reward for turning on her masters?
Yes.
Some sort of
leverage or incentive or something.
I don't think we have anything that Lulth's followers would betray her for. Even this, the rod pieces he points to. He says, this is of no use to them. And giving them up would ruin our chances of stopping Vecna's ritual. I will go along with the crew from Avernus. And he points to Roviel and Lucius and Caddis. And he says, the four and Runar, the five of us will go down onto the battlefields of Pandesmos and create a distraction. Hopefully we can draw enough of the creatures away from the Hurricane Tower so that you can get there without much trouble. If Camlash leaves, perhaps there's some information in the hideout as to where Vecna is. I don't expect you to just interrogate this demon lord and get the information. We'll do our part, draw them away from the Hurricane Tower, and your job is to uncover some information. And then he looks to the Witchlight crew and he says, and for you all, Siggy, Boppy, Boomy, Quentin, and Rowan, we need you to find Cass. Go to the ruinous citadel. And he points to the one that's like right up against the ruinous sea. And he says, this seems to be his base of operations. Get the rod piece. We'll need that to stop Vecna's ritual. If all
one.
Yes, he has one rod piece. Mm-hmm. We have 6 now, thanks to Quentin. He says, I think it'd be best if myself and Runar look over the rod pieces we have so far. In case we need to be somewhere, we're centrally located. And as soon as every one of you does their job, we'll need to find a passage into Vecna's hideout and use the rod against him.
Do we have the
Mommy.
means of killing this phylactery and Vecna when the time comes?
The ritual
Well,
should accomplish the destruction of the phylactery. Vecna, that is a demise that will be in the hands of others. And looks down at Bear.
Yeah, and Mordenkainen says, actually, yeah, you're going to have a bigger part than you think, Dobby. He says, those who are linked with Vecna, and he looks at Quentin, Dobby, Bear, Eroviel, and Edmund. He says, you 5, somehow, some way, by the stars, are linked with that lich. Only you 5 can enter his private domain. There's nothing else we can do. So, that means the 5 of you need to stay alive. So eventually, we'll need to give this rod to you so that you can end his ritual. And he says, and I don't know how much time we have left, so reserve your resources. I don't know that you'll have time to prepare for that next battle, especially the 5 of you. So that means everyone else in your group, you need to make sure that they are alive, well, and rested.
Don't know about rested.
All right, pick 2 or 3. I'm not doing all that. It's a lot.
This as well. Quentin, you actually are rested at this point. Cass, you've escaped now. It's been some time, so you have all received long rest since your last one. So there's no issues with that. Everybody's at full right now. And just add a little bit of metagaming here. Obviously, if things go well in these legs or what after these legs of the finale that you're all doing independently, you'll all gain a level. That would be probably the only resource access that you gain from this. Long rests will basically be out of the question.
After this point?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah. Again, because they don't know how much time we have, and taking a day to rest or 8 hours to rest, it's just not possible. So, especially Quentin, Eroviel, Dobby, Bear, and Edmund need to make sure they reserve enough resources for the finale.
Right.
All right.
Any chance you have stockpile of spell scrolls or?
They actually do. They can give everybody here some healing potions. I would say probably enough for everybody to have one. Maybe we'll do one lesser and one. What's the bigger one called?
Raider.
Is that called that?
Supreme.
Is that what it's called?
Well, there's 4.
Superior?
There's just healing, greater, superior, and supreme.
Mm-hmm.
I think they would give supremes.
Does the supreme just give you full healing?
No, it's I think it's like 20d4.
Okay.
Supreme healing. Yeah. Or no, sorry, 10d4 plus 20.
10d4 plus 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's say they give each group one of every one. So every group gets one of every healing potion. Illustria will still, from the sanctum, try to hide you, cover you with a veil so that Vecna and Cass cannot know what you're doing, but it may not work for very long, and Pandesmos is a plane that is full of chaos, and the magic may be disrupted. Mordenkainen will also tell you that using magic in this area to teleport could be destructive. If you do so, you could end up popping yourself right into the ruinous sea, and you don't want to be there, that's for sure. You'll die within a few rounds, every one of you, even the most powerful of you. So don't go into the ruinous sea, especially since this group is going close to it. It's a plane of chaos, so there could be demons abound here.
Is that just so I understand for teleporting? Because I know there's limited. Is that any type of teleportation or long range teleportation?
Any kind is dangerous, but the more powerful the spell, the more chaotic the effect could be.
All right.
So be careful about it.
Is it a guarantee of chaos or chance of chaos?
Just like chaos in general, nothing is a guarantee.
I feel like that's going.
Well, that's right. You like
printed on a
blink
shirt.
around and stuff. You're gonna end up in the middle of the ocean. Then you turn into like a sea boil.
I prefer not to, but
you ever have crab?
I've had crabs. No.
So that's the plan. Just to recap, the Witchlight crew is going to try to find the last rod piece and Cass at the ruinous citadel. The Icewind Dale crew is going to head to the Hurricane Tower to interrogate and maybe potentially kill the leader of Lolth's army, Camlash. The Supernatural 20 crew and Kashar are going to head to destroy Vecna's phylactery, and the Avernus crew and Runar and Mordenkainen are going to take the rod pieces and head towards the battlefield, create a distraction, although that's going to be very dangerous because both forces may end up attacking them. But that's the plan in place, and your leg is about to begin. Are there any last comments or questions that you have?
I would like to see Tasha, if it's possible.
You can. She said you may want to. So go upstairs. You can see her in her chamber.
Good.
He'll talk to you all after this meeting is over, but your mission is special. Kashar knows how to get there. You're basically entering a compartment of Vecna's mind.
What? Like a
Yeah.
lobotomy?
I wish.
Inception.
If we're successful, sure. We will. There is a. Vecna is as close to a god as a non-god can be. His mind is not just a physical place. There is labyrinths of horrors, and we must face them. If we do so correctly, we will remove and destroy a part of him that cannot be remade, and make it so that those with a different destiny are able to strike through.
Okay.
As much as I need to ensure that what I am doing happens, my resources are far less valuable than the two of yours. And looks at Bear and Dobby. I can be a wellspring of magic for you, and I can still fight. When it comes to the end, I may be a little hindered, but until then, I will do what I can to ensure you have what you need.
Are we all ready to do this?
Yeah,
Right.
but like as Kashar wraps up, Bear hasn't been able to make eye contact with Kashar this whole time. So he just like nods in silence, and then he like leans over to Dobby and he whispers, "Be careful."
When do I try to attune to my amulet of health?
You could do it now.
All right.
Yeah. So the rest of you prepare. Rogal, you attune to your amulet, something that you haven't attuned to for, 10 years at this point? Luke had it for all this time?
Well, no, I had it. I had activated it during the adventure.
Oh, right. During yes. In Eberron, right. But now that he has given it to you, it feels different this time. Without Luke near, this is something that you gave to him, and now you're attuning to. Although actually, you don't even care about Luke anymore. So
Yeah, I mean, like,
There you go.
in fact, I think there is something linked between my connection with the amulet and my memories of Luke.
Okay. Yeah. So you put the amulet on, and maybe you don't understand why, but a feeling of safety and security, maybe even a feeling of being home comes over you, even though you don't really understand it.
In fact, maybe the amulet doesn't really actually give me my hit points yet, or give it like work on me yet.
So and it does take technically an hour, right, to attune to it. But once you start to attune, maybe it'll start to bring up these memories, or these feelings rather than memories.
And I'll say, Musketeers, we are together again for the first time in nearly 8 years. And after that hearty lunch of knucklehead trout that we had, there's nothing that can stop us. And then everyone gets an 18 temporary hit points.
Illustrio was sure to stock her pantries with knucklehead trout before you guys all return, so...
It's always knucklehead trout. It's like we've been eating it in here.
Flair has knucklehead trout jerky in his backpack.
Oh, yeah. Now we're talking here. All right, so when you approach the door, it's already like cracked open, and you can hear like fits of coughing coming from inside. When you open the door, it's a low lit chamber, just a few candles kind of lit to set the lighting in this room. And she looks pale, gaunt, very much unlike Zabilna that you've come to know her as. But she whispers out, "Quentin, good to see you. You made it back. I knew you weren't gone."
I did. Your faith in me is more valuable than any coin.
I heard bits and pieces of the plan. Of course, I know the plan itself, but I heard bits of the conversation. What do you think? What are our chances?
Well, I think our chances, we have a lot of moving parts. And I hope that the function of the whole will not rely on the perfection of each piece. So I have faith in us, but it's difficult the more complex we get.
You're going to be tested, Quentin. He kind of coughs it out. She says, you have to make sure that you keep everyone safe, but the multiverse is at stake. Use your logic. Use your wits. I trust them.
I trust them as well. We're going to meet Kaz. I wish to seek your counsel on that.
She nods.
You have found yourself in places where trust in those who you've been told to trust or should trust in some moments, not in others, has been quite detrimental to you. And I know that I have had similar instances in my life. Trusting Kaz in the past has been calamitous for many. How much faith, or how much should we really rest on what he says, the words that we get from him? Or should we try to dispatch him?
Speaking of from experience, of someone who's lied their way out of many calamitous experiences of my own, just know that Cass has a true motivation as well, and
yes,
destroying Vecna is part of that. I think you can use it against him. I wouldn't trust him entirely, but use his ultimate goal against him.
Well said.
I wish I could be of more help to you. I am so weak. He's like keeling over here.
Is there anything that I can get for you, my lady?
Nothing. Focus on your task. Come back home. Save the multiverse.
All right. While I
He's like-
was in that other world, I had some time while I was trying to figure myself out. I did pick you up a small jar of jam, if you would like it.
Palon fruit jam?
Yes, it's Palon fruit.
Oh, I love Palon fruit.
It's quite delicious.
I wish we had it in our plane of existence.
So if you look on the back label, there's about 3 paragraphs about the family who makes it.
Oh. No
Is it organic,
GMOs.
fair trade?
Yeah, no GMOs,
GMO?
I see.
Absolutely no GMOs. It was the first question I asked.
Genetically, magically.
Enhanced.
Genetically,
enhanced.
magically.
Genetically, magically enhanced organism.
GMMOs.
A GMO. Anyway.
Thank you, my lady. Rest well and get better.
And
You're
as
in
the
there.
scene,
Bobby
Sorry, go
like
ahead.
turns to like Boomy. He's like, "What do you think the odds are? They're sucking face."
Boomy's too busy thinking about like, man, the other ones sound better than what we have to do. I'm wondering.
I do
Yours is
love
easy.
that they made such a point of being like, Boomy, you've battled Lulth for years. You're not going with them.
Yeah. I was like,
your expertise is unmatched. You're not going to be on the team, I'm afraid.
It'll be too easy for them if you
Yeah.
go with them, Boomy.
Yeah.
Let
we
them
gotta, you
struggle.
know,
We need to give them a challenge.
Bob needs content here. It can't just be me game over.
Well,
They
to be
need
fair,
the exercise.
yeah, to be fair though, I think your groups are going to be stronger as a whole. And since Quentin has a lot of experience with Cass, it's good that you go to Cass. But yeah, they definitely asked you, some questions about this plan, and you gave it the thumbs up.
Yeah.
So.
This is
Much
where we
more wiser
uncover
now.
that Quentin and Kaz actually went to high school together.
Cass actually
Alright.
bullied Quentin in high school.
Yeah.
Maybe
Kaz-
Quentin bullied Cass in high school,
Mm.
and this is his
I
evil
think actually, yeah, that would
origin
be
story.
Quentin was
Payback.
definitely a dick in high school.
Payback.
Were we the bad ones this whole time?
You were.
Are we the baddies?
Yeah.
I-
Well, while
Does,
Always have been.
does the
While
group going
Quentin is-
against does the group going against Lalth want to bring Charles with them? Maybe he could be helpful.
Oh, Charles. Yeah. Oh, so Oscar is not here. Oscar, obviously, we talked, Mike, and we said you were going to play Bobby in the finale.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
obviously Oscar is staying with the Resistance in the Underdark. And Boomy and Oscar, had to part ways, but they figured that it's at least if one of them came to tell the story of what happened there, that was important. So.
As Quentin is away talking to Tasha and everyone's having their little side conversations, Siggy is going to each group to drop off a little like goodie bag to each character of like, oh, here's some granola to keep you full if you get hungry, and here's some candy to keep you happy. And she'll especially like give extra candy to any characters that look like more stoic, like Irovial. She'll be like, oh, and you look like you really need a pick me up. Here's some extra lemon drops for you. And I don't know who else.
Rogal definitely wants candy.
Oh, he'll get so much candy. Yeah, she's basically like, I mean, the wizard said they've got to be prepared. They've got to gather their resources. This is the one resource she can allocate. So, yeah, you don't know where she's getting this candy. Like,
Right.
where did she get this much candy? But she's passing it out.
All right, so
Confidence
here
is
we
king.
go. Lustriel will open up the Sanctum Teleportarium, and instead of teleporting you all there, she's actually going to create a rift in the room, similar to how Quentin came here, and it's going to have like it almost looks like a door that would be open to this dimension. You can see down to you're on the cliffside. So again, imagine Pandesmos, this area being almost like a big coastal map. You're on top of the cliffs looking down, and you walk through the door. Everybody at this point goes through at the same time. So all of you, all like 15 of these characters go through. And at this point start to go off on their directions. So let me describe what you see around you. So you arrive on a cliff top towering hundreds of feet over the beach, beyond which boils a sea of kaleidoscopic clouds. On the beach, an ancient stone redoubt sits half consumed by the sea. A tower juts up from atop the cliff. Both fortifications are within sight, but screaming winds carry fog that make judging distances very difficult. Corpses of many-legged horrors lie on the battlefields around at the bottom of the cliffside. Now, although you're, like I said, hundreds of feet up, you can still see what's going on down there. A raging war between thousands of demonic combatants. The forces are organized around the tower. They include driders, monstrous spiders, and they all bear banners featuring a spider with a woman's head. There are a force that's surging from the redoubt, this like citadel that right is up against the ruinous sea. And you see now what they were meaning by this. The violent splashing of the ruinous sea up against the citadel is happening. And then again, to the north of that is where the battlefield is happening. So just to give you some perspective, it's the south is like the shore. And then you've got the battlefield. And then you are at the most northern point, the cliffs. And you can see the hurricane tower. It is so if you're looking south, it's to the east. So it's to your left. And it's far away. Like it looks like it's like maybe 3 to 4 miles away. And the terrain looks really jagged and rocky and difficult to traverse. So Mordenkainen, when you finally get there, as he starts to bid farewell to the other groups as they make their way. Some make their way directly down towards the citadel, like the fairies and the Feywild group. Others start to go try to find a more a good spot to attempt to get to the battlefield. He says, "Hurry, your task is important." So if you are at the north of this, you're looking down to the south towards the shore and the water. You could see the ruinous citadel. There's actually a small little ravine, kind of where like it kind of slopes downward. That seems to be the best way to get down towards the beach and eventually the citadel. And the citadel is just a little bit to the west of where you are right now. So again, more to your right hand side because you are looking south. And then the other groups will start to head left, which is east. There's the hurricane tower, and everything's within about 2 miles radius or so, but it's hard to tell because it does look like the geography and just the view changes a little bit. The ruinous sea you could see splashing on to the shoreline. Looks like it swirls with a terrible energy. I have some artwork here for you, so I'll show that. That might make it a little better to view. So here is the battle, and as you start to get closer towards the cliffs and everybody separates, you can start to see the battle even better. There are demons just fighting each other, and the artwork's pretty cool, but there's some funny parts of it. Let's see. Show to everyone. Here you go. You see it now?
Yes.
Yes.
There you go. I find it funny. There's like these closets. They're like, I don't know why they're fighting.
Thrown around.
That
like of all the demons to
Glabrezu-
fight on the front lines, like they're not the ones.
That
Wow.
Glabrezu looks fucking just like he is absolutely lost his mind.
He has lost his mind. He is out there.
He's
Sun's
There's
out,
also
guns
the
out.
weirdest looking pincers. Those look like those things that people that come with mechanical keyboards to like pull a key off. Like
That was the inspiration for this art. But yeah, you can see like this is the battle that's raging down below, and there's demons fighting on both sides. The armies of Lolth have also driders and all these different like drow creatures fighting for them. So it's a massive battlefield where there's just carnage all about. And then the ruinous citadel itself, as you get down towards the ravine, you can actually see the citadel. And this is a view from actually more like the sea. So you're coming at it from the opposite end, but just to give you an idea of what it looks like. This is the citadel. I'll describe it more to you when we get closer, but that's what you see from a distance. It's sort of like this old temple, run down, And it seems to be like where the demons fighting for Cass are kind of charging towards the tower. This is the direction they're coming from. It doesn't actually have that many demons around it, but it's because, again, they're fighting along the battlefield. Their numbers also look less than the worshippers of Lolth. So there are some 2 pieces of art for you. They should go into your journals. You should be able to reference them if you need to. And the ruinous sea swirling about.
Dooba-dooba-doo.
Okay. So we're here. Mordenkainen and the rest of the groups that are teleporting into Pandesmos have all landed, and each group starting to go their own way. I'm going to bring up the map now so you can see it. The Vernus crew is staying behind, as the Icewind Dale crew and the Witchlight crew are all headed this way. So yeah, this is your targets, right? The Hurricane Tower is where the Icewind Dale group is going, and the Witchlight crew are going down this way to get to the Ruinous Citadel. And then the rest of you are going to try to make a stand against the battle that's already raging. Here it is. So here's the site that you see from your view here, this war going on here in Pandesmos.
Dang.
The battlefield is filled with demons. There are demons on both sides of this battle. You've got the forces of Lolth, who, and again, you'll see like similar demons on some sides, but there is a trend here. Lolth's demons are more traditional demons that you've seen, like, for instance, the Glabrezu and the Barlguras and Hezraus, those ones you see in the picture. But you also see Driders and Dark Elves among the ranks. Of course, they're Lolth followers. The other side of it all has some demons, like traditional demons that you recognize, but most of them are actually spider fiends. And even though you were all extremely high-level adventurers, you may not have seen any of these spider fiends before. But yeah, they're basically, rather than it looking more like a Drider, which is like a spider body and a dark elf top, these actually look like they're real spiders, just larger, and have lupine features to them. So I'll share another picture. Things like this. All right, this is what you've been seeing. So these creatures and the other demons are clashing in the battlefield, just like they described in the war room, the planning room. And the map here is something I didn't show all the other groups, but you can see kind of like the layout here. So I mentioned to many of you before that there's the Hurricane Tower here, kind of leaning over, webs kind of holding it together. The Ruinous Citadel with the Ruinous Sea that also is very dangerous to go near, but teleporting could actually teleport you, have mishaps in this area. So teleporting can be very, very dangerous because you could end up being flung into the Ruinous Sea. And in fact, that's actually, it draws people to it. So teleporting is very, very dangerous. And you also see this cliffside redoubt. You can see the entrance on the bottom and up at the top, although you don't really know what that is. Mordenkainen surveys the land and says to you all, we need to get far away from the Citadel and draw them on the opposite side. This is where we're going to have the rendezvous, so we have to get clear of this side as well. Best if we flew or traveled some way to the other side of the Citadel. This might be the best place here, and it's a little bit of a bottleneck. Perhaps we can make a better fight and draw some of the Lolth worshippers. We have to be careful, though, because we might end up drawing some of the past demons along with it. How are we going to get there?
I'll look at Lucius and Caddis and say, demons are not something we're unfamiliar with. I think we can handle this.
You look up in the sky and you see there are these strange bird-like creatures hovering. They don't look like they're part of the battle per se, but they're maybe scavenging, looking for things. But then you'll see like a Vrock, which is one of the winged vulture-like demons, kind of goes up into the sky a little too high while it's, battling over the war zone. And these things swarm on it. There's like maybe a dozen of them or so circling up in the sky, and they rip the Vrock to shreds. You also notice that these creatures are made of blood. It looks like every time they move or make an attack, bits of sanguinous fluid kind of fly off of it.
These are demons.
To be honest, you've never seen these creatures before. You would assume that they're demonic in some way because of this plane that they're in.
So I have fiends as a favored enemy. Could I please make an intelligence check to recall any information about them that might help us, their weaknesses, things they might be drawn to?
Yeah.
I
Go
should
ahead.
have advantage.
Give me it with
on
advantage
that.
on that, yeah.
Runar turns to Morden Kanan and says, I don't think flying is a good idea with those things up there.
Would that be like a history check or?
Arcana or history, I'll accept either. You might learn different things from doing it.
I'll do history.
I look at Runar and say,
24.
why don't we just crush them?
We should. Why don't we just teleport over there? Oh no, that's a dead.
24 on my history check.
Okay, great. Yeah, that'll get you some stuff here. Let me just get the creature up. So I'm going to give you a picture of it. You can see what it looks like and give you some information. That seems like it's pretty good. Yep, I do have a handout. Here we go.
Ooh.
Okay. These are called Hasvongals. And Hasvongal is they're basically, like I said, birds of prey that kind of are used by demon lords to fight for them, and they seem to be picking off prey on this battlefield when they, come close enough to them, when they see opportunity here. They have a couple of different abilities. They can do, obviously, their normal, like a bird attack, the physical attack with their beaks or talons. They also have a ability to spray blood in a 90-foot cone. And when this happens, it can do a ton of damage to whatever's underneath it. It's how they maybe even help digest difficult prey.
Gross.
Was that the sanguinous fluid?
Mm-hmm.
Blood.
Yep.
I will impart all of this information to my fellows and say if we're going to get past these, we might need some sort of cover if they notice us. I don't want to get sprayed with that sanguinous fluid. Any ideas?
We may just have to hoof it as quickly as possible.
I have polymorph. I could polymorph into some sort of flying creature, and then Lucius and I can, we can fly, but we don't have to we can just stay close to the ground.
I can summon a creature that can fly. Perhaps it can carry one of us.
That might
What
work.
to you all is a worse death? Death by chaos or death by bloody birds? If we're thinking about worst case scenario.
Death by chaos for me. We have a chance against the bloody birds. If you ask me.
So the way I see it, we walk, although we'd have to go through the battlefield. That sounds pretty horrible. We fly, maybe draw the ire of these, what are they called again?
Blood spewers.
Blood spewers.
Birds.
Or we chance a teleportation.
I'm okay trying against these birds. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, what? As if they've got any chance against us. We're incredibly powerful, very, very skilled, very, very capable warriors. There's just a couple birds. I think we could do it. If we just,
sure.
Just take to flight.
Is it just a couple birds?
There's like a dozen of them in the sky, but like I said, it's not a guarantee that you're going to draw their attention. I mean, you're just 5 individuals. It's not as
fly fast.
Yeah, and so basically, just so you know, like whatever decision you make, there'll be some things that happen in the next scene. Essentially, like your choices will maybe affect how the next scene goes.
I also have a pass without trace that I'll cast whenever we start the move.
Ooh, that might help.
Caddis.
We can at
That
least
came in
be,
clutch so much
you
in
know,
Avernus.
That yeah.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
would at least
Also,
help.
by the way, what'll help you is the wind here is like howling. It's like super loud. There's the din of combat from the battlefield, and also the wind is just very, very harsh in this region. So that might help you in terms of like not being seen.
Let's fly.
Or not being heard, I should say, not being seen.
Could I can I polymorph two of you into the Bloodbirds so you just look like Bloodbirds and then
I don't believe you can polymorph into two people. I don't believe. I think you can only polymorph one person.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you you can fly, so you can polymorph somebody else into something that can fly. Mordenkainen can cast fly. So with Lucius being able to fly already, all you need is your creature that you change into be large enough to carry one more person, and you're good.
Yeah, let's do that, and I'll tell the group that I'll cast us within shadows when we're ready to move and to aid us.
Is Pass Without Trace concentration, and is Polymorph concentration?
I think.
Look those
both
up.
Probably are.
It's concentration, but it comes from my staff, and I don't know if that changes.
I think you still have to maintain it. So
maintain
Polymorph
it. Okay.
is.
Polymorph for sure is.
Yeah. It's kind of definitely. Okay, never mind.
And
So
Pass
we can do
Without
one or the
Trace
other.
is as well?
It is.
Yeah.
It
so
is,
we can
okay.
do one or the other.
Okay. Well, Mordenkainen casts Fly on himself. Who do you want to polymorph?
What is it, Dobby? Who else? Is that revealed? Dobby?
Dobby.
Dobby's
not
here.
here.
You mean Runar?
Yeah,
Runar.
Runar.
I was like, wait, did Dobby come with us?
And if you met Derlin, he's dead.
Yeah, that's fine.
For Derlin! Why is this guy here? I just came along.
If you
So what do you-
polymorph, what kind of a creature, like how big of a flying creature can you polymorph, and can one of the flyers carry another one of the
You can turn me into a CR20 beast.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
CR 16.
No, it's the level of the
Or 17.
Yeah,
it's
it
a
could be
level of the
17.
creature that you polymorph, not the level that you are.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, then it would make more sense to polymorph you and then something that's strong enough to potentially carry.
But it has to be a beast, and I
has to
think
be a
beasts
beast.
only go up to like CR7, which is like the T-Rex.
Yeah.
So like the
like
common one that's like a big one is like a giant eagle.
Yeah.
There's also like an owl and like other
Giant
things like that.
owl.
But
Yeah, I'm
Right.
looking at the list right now. I think
Yeah.
you're probably best going to Giant Eagle. And again, really, you can drop the polymorph once you get somewhere. Like being an
Right.
eagle won't be beneficial than being just being Runar.
Yeah.
No, yes, I won't be able to cast any spells.
Right.
I'll actually be worse off being an eagle, to be honest. I'll have less hit points. And
But you can carry Eroviel, and Eroviel can use her bow if you had to, if you're flying. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
let's do
well,
that then.
would it be better? Would I be better casting spells while Eroviel flies, or
That-
is Eroviel better shooting arrows?
that's up to you.
I do a good bit of damage, but you probably do more.
I mean,
Maybe not damage,
you-
but he does weird stuff.
if your arrows can summon meteors, I'm sure that's great. But
Not meteors. Lightning.
oh well, I guess that's impressive too.
I'll go to a room and just be like, we traveled the Astral Sea. I've seen what he can do. It's been a long time since I've asked you this, but can you trust me on this one?
Ooh.
I trust you anytime, Caddis.
So then I'll go to polymorph Aerovial so that you carry.
Okay.
Sure.
Sweet. Okay, so
All
polymorph
allowed.
begins. So you turn into a giant eagle, and Caddis can fly, Lucius can fly, Runar is going to be carried by the giant Erovial eagle, and Mordenkainen can fly. And so you start off. Now you can give me stealth checks. Like I said, this is totally doable. It's not something you have to like I said, there's swirling miasma of a sea that's kind of distracting. There's the battle that's distracting, the winds that are distracting. So let's do it. So advantage wise, I'm going to say that anyone that can fly, like the fly spell, or flies without the use of like wings, maybe like Lucius, right, for instance, you and Mordenkainen probably would have advantage on this because of the sounds and things like that. But I'm going to say that the advantage of the battle sounds, the wind, and everything else is negated by the fact that the winds are actually making it hard for you to fly. So Caddis, Erovial, in your eagle form, 2 of you have to make stealth checks that are with no advantage. So just a regular check.
And I'm using eagle stats, not Irovial stats for that.
Correct. Eagle stats, yeah.
Is there anything I can do on Erovial or
to help
being carried by to help with
what do you think? And I'll give her I can give her aid or something like that.
Because I just rolled a nat 1.
Okay.
Cool.
So please do something.
Because I
can't give you guidance.
Let's see. No, not that one. Low level spell.
Yeah.
That could do something. Oh, I can cast haste on Erovial. Would that help?
Yeah. Okay. So
if I cast haste on the eagle, because I have that as a signature spell, so it doesn't cost me a spell slot right now.
Okay.
The first cast.
So the way I see it is the haste will at least at the very least, if you are seen, at least it'll speed you up. Like you were trying to go slower, but the winds were throwing you all off to try to not be as recognized. But this will at least get you boost to catch up to your group due to the wind, kind of flailing your feathers or something like that. So go ahead. So cast that spell, and Erovial, you zip through the sky, though you catch the eye of some of these Hasvongals. They start to chase after you, but your increased speed maybe dwindles the number down to just a handful, maybe like 2 Hasvongals continue the chase. And most of you all got high enough stealth checks that you got a good head start before any of them noticed you.
Did you guys roll your stealth checks? I didn't see any of them.
I did.
Yeah, I see them. Yeah.
I didn't roll mine yet.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't roll it.
Well, CJ, you're not rolling.
Okay.
You're not flying.
I'm just
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I saw Caddis was as a wisdom score. That's not your stealth check, but and I was looking at Dasha's history check. So actually, maybe you didn't roll. Maybe I didn't see any of you roll. I was looking at old rolls.
Yeah, I just rolled a 20 for stealth.
Okay, Dasha, I didn't see your 1 come in either.
Yeah, it didn't come in.
It says rolled to GM. I don't know why it rolled just to GM. I didn't do that. But I rolled from the giant eagle stat block that I have open in a separate tab.
Maybe that's set for some reason, but yeah, I do see it now.
It's a 4 total, but not 1.
I see it. So Dasha, give me a another check, because now what the haste gave you advantage. Roll it.
Another nat 1.
Another nat 1. I see it.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
Wow.
So again, the winds are so difficult for you to go by. Even in your form, you're trying to be quiet. You're squawking. The feathers are ruffling. Runar almost plunges to his death many times. He screams like a baby, and the Hasvongals, start to fly your direction. All right, so we're gonna switch to a battle map here. You land in an area just beyond the battle, so you're like soaring over it, all of you. And Mordenkainen points to a spot. You land, and there's plenty of demons that have now seen you in the air, but they, there's not really, they're worried about their battle with each other. So Mordenkainen lands, and Hasvongals are incoming, but you all land there on the battlefield, and he says, "We need a big distraction. What can we do here?" I'm gonna set the scene here. This is, again, after everyone has now gone. The only person left in the sanctum is Illustrial and Tasha. Tasha, of course, is bedridden. She has not come down to meet with people. Illustrial is there, and she has set you up in her teleportarium. The circle that Kashar has been working on, carved into the stone floor, not painted, carved into the stone floor, has taken him a little bit of time to do. So the 3 of you have had time to prep. Illustrial, gave you, not each of you, the entire group, a set of potions. There are 4 potions in total. They are each level of cure wounds. So, like, cure wounds, and then superior, and the great, whatever they are, the ultra ball, master ball, whatever they're called in Pokemon. You get all levels of potions here. So there's 4 of them. You can look them up if you need to, but they're all varying numbers of D4s. So you have those 4 potions, and when you come to the teleportarium, you see this circle that has been carved in the floor. There's runes that have been also carved into it. Some of the runes and symbols, if you're not mistaken, look like that of an eye. When you look at them again, Dobby, especially because you're a magic user yourself, you notice that the eyes are opening and closing seemingly on their own accord. So these like engraved eyeballs, they seem to be moving around. Kashar has imbued them with magic, and it's all ready to go. So Kashar, as you see your friends come, you know what happens next. You'll need a blood token offering for these to enter into the circle. So you have your dagger or blade before you. What do you say to the group as they approach?
Is it just us?
It's just you now.
It's just us. He's still not having his helmet on, holding it kind of at his waist. Looks down at the runes like someone checking over their work before talking to someone about it, and looks up to all of you. I do not know what we will face, but I know that you all will get through it. I only need to get to the end. That is the easy part. You need to make it out the other side. Looks at Bear. I have seen and done many things in my life. You have seen some of the fouler parts of that. We are facing an evil that knows no bounds, that has no mercy or limitation. I did not wish Berlin dead, but once he was, I was not going to steal his soul away from the matron. I ensured that it would go to where it is destined, and that he will rest, just as I hope to when this is done.
Please don't hurt me or my friends.
I would do no such thing. If I were to hurt you, everything that I have sacrificed and done would be for nothing. My job is easy. It is to die. Yours is much more complicated. And I need to ensure that you're there to complete it.
And he's going to cast Aid at 5th level on all 3 of them.
Sick. How many hit points does that give them? Or temporary? They're not temporary either, right?
No, it increases your max and current. I believe it is 20.
Sweet.
Oh, damn. Nice.
So your current and max go up by 20. I will expend that 5th level slot.
Excellent. That'll come in handy.
And looks back after finishing the casting.
Your lives are much more valuable.
And pulls a dagger and cuts his hand and places it over the runes and squeezes.
Yeah, and a little drop of blood will actually, not little, but drops of blood will go like into the eyeballs. And the eyeballs will like squint, almost like you put drops in your eyes. It'll like squint and absorb the blood. And the runes look like they are being empowered, but in this way.
I forgot about that part. It's kind of gross.
The rest of you, do you do the same? Use the same knife?
Oh no, we're not going to be like camp buddies here. And
I haven't offered the knife.
Pull out a dirty knife, and I guess like cut my one finger. I'm like, how many drops do we need? Like, and I'm like trying to get it over each eye. I am not good at this.
So Tom put some blood in. Great. What about Dobby?
Yeah, so I will have a kind of like ew kind of look. Like, what are those eyeballs? Not too familiar with that kind of magic. But yeah, I'll do the same as Tom.
Nice. You take
Smaller
Tom's
cut.
rusty, bloody
More accurate.
dagger. Yep. Cut your own. Why do they always cut it like this in movies? They always like put it and they like cut a way too big
The
like
worst
gash.
spot.
No,
you
I'm
know?
not doing it. I carry my own knife.
I think it's just so that they can. I feel like it's for editing purposes. I imagine,
Right.
like because you could just hold something in your hand and then it would like squeeze out. But it
But I,
is a
need my
common
hands to
thing.
hold my sword. Like,
Yeah,
I
it
don't-
is like a do that at the end. Like you're going into a fight and your sword hand has a massive gash on it. Like I don't care who you are, you're not going to be swinging it as well as you could.
No.
I just do a
No.
little 1 point of lay on hands to heal the wound up.
And
And I
Dobby,
feel
when
like
you
most people know head wounds bleed the easiest. So
That's
just
true.
just
So
go
just
for the
stab
head.
yourself in the head.
just
I didn't say
just,
stab yourself.
the
We're not like
compromise.
stabbing here.
just bite your lip and it'll start bleeding.
There you go.
Just a little prick.
Bite your lip and wipe it on the eyeballs.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dobby, when you put in a drop of blood, though, the magical circle surges with energy, unlike the other two.
Oh, it's to be expected.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Classic Dobby.
Interesting. And Bear?
Yeah, after Kashar's chilling speech about how he's gonna die and all that, Bear has just been like spacing out like hard, kind of like shell shocked, wide eyed, but like seeing everyone staring at him expectantly, he kind of like snaps out of it, and he looks down, and then he looks at Kashar and makes eye contact for the first time, like in this whole like little bit, and then he just kind of silently nods and does a big gulp, like audible, and he says, "Okay." And then he just like does a little pinprick on a finger and then drops a couple drops onto the eyes.
Yeah.
I feel like Bear is so stressed that a pinprick just like would shoot a full stream out.
A geyser.
Just such high blood pressure.
Yeah.
He's going through it, you know?
Yeah.
So you all enter, deposit a little bit of your blood. The magical runes surge, and Kashar, you can complete the ritual and transport this group to Vecna's mind. Something like that. You're not too sure, actually. The book isn't too clear on exactly what you're going to do, but you're going to a place that is a demiplane that is just exclusive to Vecna. And that's why nobody's been able to find this and almost unable to get to it because you needed a piece of him to do it. So once the ritual completes, you are now transported into this demiplane. And just so some game terms, I'm going to explain to the viewers here. While you are in this plane, Kashar is the owner of this ritual. Kashar will need to maintain concentration while in this domain to keep you in there. If Kashar loses concentration of the spell, you will be repelled back to the sanctum. Now,
Upon which we would
this
have
also
to
can
then
take a toll
re-endure
on you, Randall. Sorry, go ahead, Randall. I didn't see you say.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, upon which time we would have to then go through everything we already had.
Yeah, it would be a pain in the butt, but yes, you would in theory, be able to re-enter it, but you would be repelled at that moment. So the group disappears from the sanctum, and almost like opening your eyes to a bright white light, you finally get sight of what's around you, your surroundings. You look around, and you are in a crowd. The looks of this place is kind of familiar to a few of you, probably Bear and Dobby. The two of you were here not too long ago. You are in Neverwinter, the famous city from the Forgotten Realms, the Faerun. You look around, and the people there are all gathered. They are sullen. They're looking really downtrodden. There's a regal figure clad in a menacing spiked armor suit that stands on the balcony of a castle that's just about, the balcony itself only hovers about 10 feet off the ground of the city square. There are 4 sets of gallows lined up in the center of the square. The armored figure's features are shrouded in black shadow. Fitted on the figure's head is a striking golden crown, in front of which is emblazoned with the glowing symbol of Vecna. It's the palm with the eye in it. Throughout the square, terrified citizens gawk at the king with tearful, disbelieving eyes. Beneath the balcony are 12 armored and desiccated figures standing guard to keep the crowd from advancing any closer. The king points out his hand. You can see it's like bony, like literally skeletal. And he points to a woman in the crowd, and then to another, and then to another, and then to another. And there are people. They start to be taken. A child, a man, a woman. They're just really drawn out of the crowd against their will, and they're screaming and fighting. One of the women who gets pulled, one of the citizens, she has long, like black hair, porcelain skin. She's relatively young, maybe like 20 years old. And she looks to you all and she goes, please help me. And they're starting to get her up into the gallows and put the nooses around the necks. So as you start to descend the cliff face, you arrive at what looks like a area only hundreds of feet above the beach. Beyond which you can see the sea boiling, a kaleidoscopic, cloud-like ocean. On the beach, you actually see a few things now when you're closer to the beach. Far off to the east, you can see an ancient stone redoubt kind of sitting half consumed by the cliff face. It's like built into the cliff face and half kind of being washed up on by the ocean. You don't know what that exactly is, but you see that redoubt built into the cliff face. Closer to you, but to the east, you see the tower that was jutting out from the cliff. You saw it on the map, but you also see it now in person a little closer. It looks as though that fortification as well as the citadel are both seen better days. Both of them look pretty ruinous. You can see the screaming wind. You can hear the screaming wind that carries this kind of fog that makes judging distances a bit more difficult. The kind of things weave in and out of sight. And also that wind is persistent. It actually sounds like you're in the midst of like a hurricane at all times. So it's very hard to hear. You can hear, like I said, the battle sounds down below the raging because that's so loud, but it's hard to hear over the wind. And you can see now the war between those thousands of demonic combatants kind of raging. It's organized basically around the tower and between that and the citadel. So you have pretty clear passage towards it. You head down a little bit closer and you find yourself here in this ridge. The ridge has some strange creatures here. You can see that there's sorry, let me find this section here. Yeah, so you can see that there's all different sorts of corpses of spider-like creatures here. I think you can see your tokens have vision. Mm-hmm. There is corpses of these many-legged horrors lying all about. The largest corpse is a massive spider with demon ichor oozing from its holes in the carapace. And you can see that something is moving within it. What do you do?
Something is moving within it,
Within
like
it,
inside the
yep.
body?
Inside the body, yep. And something you want to head further south. Further south is where you can get to the beach. So I'll let you decide how you want to
I'm
approach
sure
this.
that's nothing. I'm sure that's great. Whatever's in there's probably super happy. We should just leave it alone.
I agree.
I
Let's
agree. Let's
keep.
move quietly.
In fact, let's not walk. Let's run.
No,
Well,
no,
we
no,
can
no.
fly, Rowan. We can
Let's-
just quietly fly over.
Yes, let's move
true.
quietly so that we don't disturb whatever is eating the inside of that spider person.
Mm-hmm. And Lemon says, "Yeah, we could fly. Why don't we just fly over this whole thing?"
Wait.
Shit, I forgot you were here.
Wait. Wait. Should we? I mean, like, they're giant spiders. I feel like if we flap our wings or something. I feel like spiders.
If we're quiet
and
enough,
fairy wings just don't go together.
But they're dead.
Yeah, but
why don't we just stay quiet and move swiftly?
So,
okay.
Oh, buddy, you want to
After-
do a stealth mission? You forget who these people are.
That's true. Like we are super stealth.
So
I'm
just so you
actually
know-
going to. I'm actually going to make a.
Lemon says, as you're discussing how to sneak by, she goes, "Oh no, look up in the sky." And you can see that there are creatures in the sky. They look like this. I'm going to put one here. These are bird-like demonic creatures, and they are massive. They are large, like
God.
they're larger than all of you, certainly. I'll just put it right here so you can see it. They fly around. They have many legs and etc. And they're just basically these like demon birds flying all about. They're waging wars with battle with Vrox and other creatures that are more commonly known demons in the sky, but they seem to be hovering, looking for, carrion and things like that when they are not fighting.
Does it seem like they see us and are just ignoring us for now, or they just haven't spotted us and therefore aren't attacking?
They're not attacking. Some of them are, like I said, there's dozens of them up in the sky. They're fighting some of them. Some of them are just circling, looking, but you get the sense that if you fly, these things will be alerted to your presence.
Okay. Let's quietly walk and just tiptoe around all of these corpses and make it to our destination.
Yeah. They also look like they're made of blood. When they flap, you can see like the bits of like blood coming off of them.
Yeah, that's
you.
the token.
Yeah, I know I spent the last like decade in Avernus, but honestly, this place is kind of more fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't love this.
All right, so it sounds like we're looking for a stealth check. Everyone go ahead, give me your stealth.
Absolutely.
Jenna from
Yeah.
Oh, I have boots of Elvenkind. I didn't even realize it.
Oh.
And just give me your passive perception so that I can have that.
My passive is 13,
Oh, how's terrible.
and I
Like
rolled
that.
a 23 on stealth.
No wonder you were against a stealth mission.
Anybody else have a higher than 13 passive perception?
I have a 15.
Nope.
Okay,
Damn.
15 is the number.
No
All right.
wonder
And
no,
I
no wonder we
got-
had deaths so early and none of us could see shit in Witchlight.
I got an 8 with my disadvantage.
I see that. And so did Mike. Bobby got a 6. I'll roll for Lemon. Lemon's pretty small though. Oh, but she's chatterbox. She's a chatterbox. All right.
Wasn't the wait, what was it the 12 or the 9?
The 9. 12 was something else.
Oh, good.
Okay. So you start to move, and I see some of you are moving towards like the southeast. Like I see Bobby taking the lead here. You're going and weaving in between the dead bodies here. All right. So as you approach and you start to you realize, through the maze of these creatures, that the direction you picked was maybe not so good. It kind of puts you out into the open, and you can hear the chittering sounds and like the devouring sounds from inside that large creature stop, and then out from within, a creature arises and looks around and sees you with one of its many eyes. I have artwork for this, but I'm kind of bummed that the actual module does not give you like official artwork, so I put some artwork in here for you.
Oh.
And of course now I can't see it. Where is it?
Oh.
Here it is.
Oh.
So I have some artwork. Nope. Why would it? Oh, here it is. Here it is. So
What's
this is
happening,
There we
Joey?
go.
What's going on over there?
you see
All right.
spiders. A spider comes out, a massive spider. The artwork shows multiples of them, but it's one of them.
They're
One spider
dawn
comes out.
spiders.
Yeah, and they do look
like
like
a
that.
bat?
They look like spider bodies, but their heads are that of lupine variety.
It's a
Hate
wolf
that.
spider.
No, thank you.
They
Wolf
don't
spider.
look like a normal wolf spider, though. There's something more twisted and sinister about its look. And
Oh, yeah.
as it comes out, you'll see it starts to approach you. We're going to go into combat here so everybody can roll initiative. I don't use the initiative tracker, so just give me your initiative. Call it out loud when you get it.
Woo!
27.
25.
25? Okay.
Yep.
25 for Boppy.
I got 11.
22. I never roll well on initiative.
22 for Quentin. Siggy
I-
at 12.
12.
I got 27.
27 for Rowan.
Damn.
And Broomy an 11.
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right. And then, whoops, I clicked the wrong thing, but it doesn't matter. All right. So the creature pops out, and like I said, it shows its massive wolf head. It clearly is aggressive. Rowan, you get the first go at it. We'll have you start.
All right, I take out my short bow, and I shoot it. I shoot it with my arrow.
Okay, go for it. And I'll put the token on the board here.
25
A 25. That does connect. Go ahead.
for a total of 41 damage.
Is that with sneak attack?
What?
I think so.
I don't think you get sneak attack on this because you're not a
Hidden.
swashbuckler.
So how do I? Oh, so 10 piercing damage.
Yeah,
Isn't-
10.
Is Rowan hidden? Even though we're not? Because you got the higher
I
stealth.
did
You-
sneak. I did have a 23
Oh, okay.
stealth.
Sure. Because you rolled so high, I'd say that you then it saw Boppy and Boomy, but then you pop up out of the husk and attack it. And even with its cover, because it's still mostly inside the spider, this does hit. So go ahead, full damage, 40 damage, 41. Great, nice job. Are you gonna move, or you have any other actions, or?
Yeah. I kind of want to stick with the crew, so I'll sort of shuffle along whatever direction they're moving in.
Okay. All right.
Wait,
Next
it's
up.
still alive. 41 damage, and it's still.
We're pretty high level. That's not.
Yeah.
You think we're fighting?
I know, but
It's not a-
it's
It's not a common house spider. It's a demonic wolf
It's also
spider.
large. Look how big the token is.
I
Yeah,
hit
how
it with a
big is-
newspaper and
how
it's
big is-
still coming?
Wait, it's
All right.
What did I need, a Vogue?
oh wait, it's like a large creature.
It's pretty big. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like
Yeah.
a medium creature or something.
No, it's
Yeah.
pretty large. Yeah.
It was
All right.
large with an uppercase L.
Let's go to next up would be Boppy, then Quentin.
Okay. I'll spend a moxie because I get these back pretty easily. And I'm going to give myself some temporary hit points. So it is 1d10 plus my level plus my constitution modifier. So 6 plus, we're level 11, right?
Yep.
So 17 plus 4 is 21, so it's 21 temporary hit points.
Sweet. Little Moxie.
And
Got it.
then
Pugilist.
I'm going to punch him.
You're punching him?
Yeah, he's not scared of giant
He's
wolf
a
spiders.
boxer.
All right.
Actually, yeah, you haven't traveled much with Boppy. You only knew Boppy at the end of Witchlight.
Oh, that's
So
true. You thought we just resurrected a random drunk rabbit.
Who is this guy?
now I have a question. Since the creature is still mostly inside the bigger spider, do you get cover against melee attacks? I don't remember.
And it's typically
No.
just contextual.
Okay. Boppy,
All right, well,
you
23? I'm assuming 12 misses.
Yeah, and so this spider actually is a little bigger. So I'm gonna say you have fine movement. You can also hop, so you can get up to the top here. But it probably take you it's probably like 5 feet up as well to get on top of the carapace. And since you've done that, you're able to attack it and hit it without cover. So the 23 hits, but the 12 does not.
So 13 magical bludgeoning. My fists are magic. Yep. So
okay, great, excellent. So that connects. That fist hits. The second one does not. Are you doing anything else?
Nope. I used my bonus action for the temporary hit points. So
okay, cool. All right, let's go to Quentin. You're up next.
Okay, I'm assuming this is something of Lolth, not of Cass. Right?
That's up to you to decide. I don't know.
Okay.
Who knows?
I am going to move so that I can draw its attention away from folks if need be. Does it seem like something that actually understands language or no?
I don't know if anybody's said much to get that in interaction in, but you could try.
Speak common. What languages do you speak, fair beast?
It speaks to you back telepathically in
oh, shit.
common and says, "Of course I do. I always like to speak to my prey before I kill it." And then we'll go with your action.
He's going to say, "Then perhaps you could help us speak to Cass. I imagine that you would find him to be your prey if you were fortunate."
It's not gonna. I would say it's not going to have the time to have a conversation right now. Yeah. But if you want to not attack it to try to gain some rapport, I understand that. You can make a persuasion check.
I'll do. Let me just double check if this is a humanoid thing. I don't think it is a humanoid thing. Yeah, I'll actually cast. I'll throw some magic mustard on there too. I'll throw a suggestion as well, to accompany the persuasion, and say, "Why don't we pause for a moment, and you could tell us where we could find your greater enemy, Kaz." And has to roll a wisdom saving throw.
What is the DC?
DC is 18.
He succeeds.
Balls. Should I still roll a persuasion or no?
You can. Mm-hmm.
That's a 31.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he says, "You know Cass?" And that'll be the end of his turn. He's not going to have a conversation, but he quizzically says that to you. We go to, next up would be, unless you have anything else you want to do, Siggy would be next.
No.
Okay. Actually, though, Siggy does not go. I'm sorry. I had rolled something prior. Somebody else is going to go.
Oh, good.
Kaz teleports in.
No.
Vecna arrives.
Cast power word kill.
From behind this skeletal body here to the southeast, a drow woman steps out, her long white hair kind of flowing. I actually do have artwork of her too, so let me give you the artwork so you can see it because it's kind of cool. Here we go.
She looks much nicer than this spider.
This woman steps out with long flowing white hair and her staff, a white staff. She comes out and casts a spell to attack the spider and says, "Back, you foul beast!" And she's going to cast...
Why does she sound like Gandalf?
"Fly, you fools!"
Fly,
she
you
says.
fools!
She's going to cast Fireball on it.
Oh, wait, I'm right here.
And Boppy's dead.
She's going to... She sees Boppy, so she's going to cast it far enough back so that it only hits the creature. All right, here we go. And for a total of 26 damage, the creature has to make a saving throw. I'll do that now. And then we'll see how much damage it took. Dex. It does succeed, so it takes 13. Okay, but she has clearly gained its attention. Okay. Next up, we go to Siggy.
So Quentin tried to talk to it, and this woman attacked it.
I think she undid my goodwill.
Yeah, I think Siggy at this point would be a little bit confused on what to do. She is going to ready a firebolt. If this thing attacks any of her party or this lady again, that attack will go off. But she did see what Quentin was trying to do and wants him to be able to follow through if for some reason that's still possible. So she's readying a firebolt if this thing attacks.
Okay, great. Next up will be Boomy.
Yeah. I was gonna do the same thing.
It would be very funny if you're just like, I'm gonna cast Fireball too.
Actually, let me. How far away am I from our new friend?
Your new friend? It looks like 60 feet.
60 feet. Let's see if I can get a little. I wouldn't be able to yell and talk to her, would I?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a 6-second, action,
Yeah.
so it's short, like what Quentin did. Like he just basically said, a couple of words, and that's it.
Yeah, I might say like, wait, stop. Kind of a. Quentin has a plan.
She's like, who the hell's Quentin?
Yeah.
What's a Quentin?
We don't attack, but I'm also gonna ready attack. I'm gonna be near Quentin in case this
Gotcha.
better attacks that I can kind of be there.
Okay, cool. The creature gets to go next, and so it's going to do a couple things. It's going to see the drow, and it's going to do something to attack the drow. It's going to start with... You know what it's going to do? It's going to use... Yeah, it's going to go like this. It's going to crawl on top of this spider that's dead, the corpse. It's going to go right here, and it's going to blow out a huge, massive web to hit Boppy and the drow. So both of you need to give me I believe it's dexterity saving throw. No, it's Constitution.
Oh, good. I'm good at that one.
It's actually it's webbing, but the
What's
webbing is
18.
acidic in nature.
Oh,
What's up with this book adding monsters that clearly are doing things that should be dex saves and changing them to
Yeah,
Constitution?
it
This
did
feels
that
like
in
the
your-
Borthak all over again.
The Borthak situation.
well, my firebolt goes off as soon as this happens.
Go for it. All right, so Boppy, what'd you get?
18.
18. And the drow, I'll roll for the drow now, but
A Constitution save is for something that's like unavoidable, right?
sort of, yeah. So Boppy, you succeed, so you take half of this number. I'll roll it right now.
I think Siggy, wouldn't you have advantage because you didn't
Siggy's
come out
not
of hiding, right?
in this. Siggy's attacking.
No, I know. I meant on their attack because weren't they hidden still?
Yeah, Siggy was still hidden, yeah. So Boppy, you take half of, it was 8d10, so
Does that give me
57?
advantage?
47?
Oh, Jesus.
47.
47,
Half of
so half of
47.
that.
Yeah. I can't do math today, so. 20...
4.
24, yeah. 24.
So only 3 technically, because that's all my temporary hit points.
Okay, but you take that much damage, and the drow will take all of it.
Ooh.
So the drow is going to...
Is
No,
the drow
that-
like stuck in webbing?
Stuck in webbing, but the acid is like corroding. That's really what it is. It like starts to disintegrate like into your flesh. So she goes unconscious actually. So I'm gonna put her
All right.
asleep here.
I didn't specifically say I was hiding. Do I still?
You rolled
Would
a
I
stealth
still-
check. You were good. So yeah,
I
take
was good.
advantage on it. Yep.
Okay, I will do that, and hopefully this is good for me, because then I can sneak attack. That's a 25 to hit.
That's a hit.
That's
Can you sneak
11.
attack with a magical attack? I don't believe you can.
That's a great question. Yeah. Oh, I was thinking like ranged, but yeah, you're probably right.
11. That does 11 damage to it.
Yeah.
And then
On
your ready
fire.
action is done. We'll go back to the pop here and we go to Rowan, Boppy, Quentin.
Yep. So, okay, my question is, can I bonus action hide and then attack?
Mhm.
Does that give me sneak attack?
It would if it's successful.
Okay. Then that is what I will do.
The only thing I will say is it depends on what you do to hide. Because, like, for instance, like, let's say
Right
we're
now.
fighting, right? And you just, like, duck behind a desk. Like, I kind of know where you are. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm but sort of. So I'm on top of this like giant spider
Mhm.
carcass, right? So I'm thinking I like duck behind, and then maybe I shuffle over to the side a bit. or,
How
like,
about this, Joe? In order for this to work, you have to go inside the corpse.
Oh god.
It's going to assume that you just duck behind it, but going inside the corpse, that'll throw it off
Wait, hold
for
on.
sure.
Okay, so hold on. I just want to say like this is a 15-foot long carcass. I
Yeah.
feel like I have plenty of
Yeah, I know, and yet it's got good senses. So
And yet it
I'm
has
like
a specific
tiny-
weakness that says it can't sense things inside of other things.
it'll make it harder. So
We're all rooting for
even
you.
if they're dead.
Yeah. It doesn't have it actually loses object permanence if you go inside of a corpse.
yeah.
Can I
It's a
just
very specific feature.
We all
You
start
want this
chanting
hide?
your name.
You want this hide or not, Joey?
can I just be
Rowan,
tricksy
Rowan,
and like
Rowan.
like just bop around? Like do I really
Try
have
try bopping around. Go ahead.
wait, what do I have a success chance if I bop?
We'll see.
Wait, it's like hold on, because if I don't have a success chance, like
I don't think you would know that you can succeed at something or not until you do it.
that's not true.
Yes, it is.
That is, I will say, that is categorically
It's not
untrue. If you didn't know you could succeed at something before
Not true
doing
in
it,
real
no
life.
one would do anything.
Yeah.
Like, no, but I mean, like, there's some things that I know I can't do. Like,
Well, make your decision. You
um,
just tell me what to do, and I tell you what to roll.
okay. I'll fine. I'll do whatever's optimal, and I'll crawl inside, and I'll do
Ugh.
the obligatory Star Wars. I thought they smelled bad on the outside. Right?
Gosh, why would you do this? Go ahead, give me your check.
23.
23.
All right,
Okay,
you
go ahead.
take 40d8 acid damage.
We're just gonna
This is-
close out his
All
window.
a ruse.
Another throwback to jumping through a window and immediately being knocked unconscious.
Oh!
Go ahead. Roll your attack.
Don't bring up that old wound. Yeah, I'm gonna do. Wait, where did it go? Where did it go?
All right, while Joey's rolling his attack, we can go down to Boppy. You can start describing what you're doing.
Did it load?
It is. It's a little bit of a lag here, I think.
26 for a total of 34 damage.
34 damage, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. 26 for 34. That
I get
hits. And
24 temporary hit points.
Is your Joey, is your damage any specific type or no?
No, just piercing.
Okay. Okay. That's
22
actually
and
okay.
21.
Both hit?
Punch,
Alright.
punch.
All right, not a ton of damage. I'm mostly using my moxie for defense right now. So,
Mhm.
so that is 16 damage.
In total?
Mhm.
Okay. 2 punches for 16 damage. Then we go down to Quentin, Siggy, Boomy.
Okay. Well, it looks like we're gonna kill it. I'm assuming that does it look like the acid is continuously damaging the drow, or is that look
No,
like
it doesn't have a persistent effect. So once she took the damage, that was it. Yeah.
Okay. I will do. I don't have a lot of damage stuff. Yeah, I'll do a mind sliver I don't want to expend resources if we're just going for damage, and all my damage stuff is really big stuff.
Wait, can we
Sure.
talk?
I think that ship has sailed.
I think we tried to talk, and then a woman came out, threw a fireball, and then the spider shot acid webs, and then we shot it twice after that. I think we're past talking now.
It resists your mind sliver with a 27.
Got 27 intelligence save?
Oh, its intelligence is even better.
What?
No.
What's this?
28.
Oh.
Oh my god, was that a nat 20?
No. Welcome to high level D&D. All right. So the mind sliver is nothing.
I'm gonna move further back just so that we're not. Actually, I'm gonna get closer to the. Actually, no, I don't want to put her in more danger. I'll go over there just so we're not clumped up.
Sure.
What's your class again, Randall?
Oh, bard.
You're bard, right? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll do a unsettling. Shit. Now that I know that it's that, I'll do an unsettling words on it as a bonus action. I'll use a bardic inspiration.
Okay. This reduces its saving throws, right?
Yeah, it reduces its saving throws, and I just yell over at it. Why is every generic demon just a combination of two animals? You're stupid and useless.
Well, now my feelings are hurt.
Good.
It's like, we're not a combination. And then it's just like, oh, that's right, snail pig.
That's
Siggy would be next. And yeah, go ahead, Siggy.
Somewhere in the distance, you hear Rogal's voice. No, let's talk to it and try to understand it more.
I tried.
You did try. Siggy will. I have advantage again on this because I think Bobby's right next to it. Whether or not I'm hidden, or sorry, the sneak attack I have.
You're no longer hidden, but you can crawl into a beast to get a better cover, and it's up to you.
I won't do that. I'm just gonna try once, but if I did hit, I would get sneak attack because Bobby's right next to it.
Yeah, yes. The fate of the multiverse is at stake here, and you won't get yourself dirty.
No.
Unbelievable.
I will. Let's try with my short bow.
Early 2000s Joe Rogan over here.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. That hits.
Amazing. So.
Wait, what's a dirty 20?
Like a non-nat 20.
Non-natural.
Non-natural 20.
8 piercing, 17 sneak attack damage.
And that's 25 total then? Is that how math works?
Yeah, that is how math works.
Okay, great. All right. The creature is bloodied.
Just blood. Shit.
Okay. Let's jump to it'll be Boomy and then the creature.
Yeah, after seeing this, I'm just gonna go ahead and take a swing at this guy. At our the creature. I'm gonna swing with my branding iron.
Oh yeah, I forgot you had that thing.
Yeah.
That one. Nice.
Perfect. An 8.
Do you get multiple attacks? I forget.
I don't.
You don't?
Aren't you war? Are you war cleric?
He was, yeah.
Yeah, but I only.
You could do bonus action attack, like a number of times.
Oh,
equal to your
yes.
wisdom modifier or something.
Yeah, you're right. I could do that. Sure. Yeah, let's do that because that was a terrible roll.
Go for it.
So I'll swing it again. Let's see. Where is it? Here it is. 15.
That does not connect. You hit its chitinous armor, and the branding iron bounces off of it.
All right. Well, I say, get him, Quentin, and I take a couple steps back because
you've sorely misunderstood our dynamic.
I'm gonna move a little bit closer to the drow. I want to help her.
Okay. And
good,
then
I'm the
we'll
only
go
person
to...
in melee. Great. This is gonna go swell.
Don't you remember how you died?
Okay, so it doesn't get its web recharge back, but it's going to spend its attacks on you. It's gonna, it'll bite you.
Thank God, because Boomy just put a 3-person line in front of me.
Yeah, true. Yeah. It didn't get its web back, but it's going to assess your weakness as a bonus action, Mike. It's been watching you with one of its many eyes and studying your movements. So it's going to have advantage on all attack rolls against you this turn.
It knows you're a whiskey man now.
Yep.
I was gonna
first
say,
attack.
does it know I'm just drunk?
Yes, it figured it out.
Exactly what it knows.
28 for
Yeah, I mean,
a
that
total.
clearly hits.
You need to give me a con saving throw as well.
20.
You succeed. You take 12 piercing and 20 poison.
Okay.
Second attack is a natural 20, a critical hit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Does anybody have anything they can do as a response to this before I tell the damage?
Oh, actually, yes. I'm within range, I think. Yeah, I'll silver barbs it.
Okay, I'm going to roll just that singular dice again. And even though it will still hit, I believe... Oh, no. What's your armor class?
16.
It still does hit. It's not a critical hit anymore. So I'll just go with the first set of damage that it rolled. That's 17 piercing and 17 piercing and 17 poison for a total of 34 damage.
And I'll give the advantage to Rowan so that he doesn't have to climb inside of any corpses again.
To get advantage? Okay, great. Okay, so next up we go to it would be the creature. The drow, it's dying. We go to, let's see, it'd be Rowan, top of the order.
Okie dokie.
And you have advantage.
The question is, do I have sneak attack?
You do, because you have advantage.
Wait, you get sneak attack whenever you have advantage?
Correct. That's why you hid, I presume.
Ooh.
You also get sneak attack because I'm just standing next to it. So
That's true.
Wait, so
Yeah,
I
the
didn't have
advantage just
to-
makes it easier for you to hit.
So I crawled inside that spider for nothing?
Well, I mean, maybe
Well,
it's
you-
easier for you to hit.
Yeah, you crawl inside to get advantage.
Do you not know how rogues work?
Joey, you're good though. You have advantage from the silvery barb, so you can
Yeah.
attack without going in now.
Ooh. Whoopsie.
So it's a good thing you have advantage because you rolled a 14 to hit. That misses.
How do I reroll this?
Just hit attack again.
Yeah, but which damage do we take?
We're taking the one that hits, if it hits.
Okay, the one that hits.
If it hits.
If it hits. Phew. Oh no.
You rolled a
23.
23.
You got a 23. What are you doing?
That's great. Yeah, that'll connect,
Nice.
and it's a total of 32 damage. Better than the first one, even.
Oh,
Nice work.
Hey.
Okay, next up. Oh, sorry.
Good
You
shot.
can move, or
Hey.
that's what you say?
I'm inside a spider right now. I'm just nervous.
No, you're out of the spider.
You can definitely get out of that corpse now, Rowan. Please, in fact, please do.
Oh God! I get out. Just
I
covered in
cannot be
food.
charismatic if I vomited on myself.
Next up is Boppy, then Quentin.
Okay. Well, I guess we're just gonna go out here, try to kill this thing. Might regret this when I get knocked unconscious, but I'll spend another moxie. So I'm going to not brace up this time, but instead I am going to do the old one too.
Oh,
So that okay. Immediately after you take the attack action on your turn, spend one moxie and makes 2 up. So it's gonna be 4 attacks.
Cool.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. So
only the 13 misses. The other 3 hit.
all right, still not a ton of damage.
22 is what I'm counting.
Yep, looks like it. Make sure I'm
Sweet.
not
This thing is on its last legs. No pun intended. We go to Quentin.
It's intended. It feels intended.
It was definitely intended.
Yeah.
He's gaslight.
I don't know if that'll kill it. Does it go after me?
It goes after. No, it's last in the order. So Siggy Boomy.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll give it a shot. I need to use this saving throw thing before the end of my turn. I'm going to do a mind sliver again, but it's going to get up a minus D10 to the save. So.
Okay, so roll the D10.
Minus 6 to its
It
save.
fails with that. It actually, because your DC's 18, right?
Yeah.
It failed because of that. So it's important. Very important.
Uh,
All your damage from this mind sliver.
That's 15 psychic damage, and it has a minus D4 to its next save.
Sweet. Okay. Nice work. And then we jump to Siggy, then Boomy.
And I'll
Please kill
actually
this
then
thing.
move to interpose myself between it and the drow.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do the same thing I did before because it worked. I'll try to shoot it with my short bow and stay out of its way.
Okay.
That's a nat 20.
Oh,
Nice.
Let's go.
Nice. Wow.
How do you kill it?
I look over at Rowan, covered in guts and blood and whatever was inside that corpse he was in, and I just shudder and I go, "Oh, I'm so glad I didn't have to do that." And I shoot the short bow at it, and I guess maybe hit it like square in like the center of the forehead and take it out that way.
The creature slumps over onto Boppy's body, some of its ichor spilling onto you.
Icon.
Yum.
Gross.
Lemon says she zips out. She was actually inside the corpse with Rowan, so she's all gross. And she goes, "Don't worry, we all look better with this stuff on us." And she starts like moving around like it's makeup.
Oh God.
I cast prestidigitation to clean it off before I throw up.
Aw.
I'm like,
Absolutely not, Lemon. Hold yourself to higher standards.
I'm using my mage hand to wipe it off of Rowan.
Her standards are below ground. She tried to flirt with a flower. Do you remember that? Oh, no, Bobby wasn't there for that.
That's true.
We told you about it. We may want to heal this this woman. I don't know if she's an ally or not, but it's good to find out before she's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna do spare the dying on.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. Either way, you can heal her,
Yeah.
I'm sure, at some point. But if just tell me what you do to heal her, she's capable of being brought back here. And Lemon will just add one last retort. He was a damn charismatic flower. I just want to let you know that.
It's all right.
He was a married man to a bee.
Yes. It was a little weird of a dynamic. I'm not sure which part was weirder. You flirting with the flower or the fact that he was married to a bee.
So you get to this this drow mage, and Boomy, I assume you're going to give her a hit point back, or is it just spare the dying?
Just spare the dying. I don't think it gives
Okay.
her anything.
She's unconscious, then.
Do you have a cure wounds or something?
I do, but
If you choose to.
I don't know if we want to spend a spell slot on it.
Fine.
If you're not gonna, I will. I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait like 4 hours for her to pop back
Oh,
up.
that's fair. All right, I'll do it. So I did
Remember what the big wizard said, Boomy. Quentin needs to stay fresh.
It's true. So I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds. First level.
Okay. She comes back to consciousness. She opens her eyes. They go wide. She scans the area. Doesn't really recognize all of you immediately, but then goes, "Oh, thank goodness. You saved me.
Well,
I appreciate that."
What? Sure. Yes. Why did you do that?
I tried to
And
save
who
you,
are
but my name is Vave. V-A-V-E. V-A-E-V-E. So I think it's like Mave, but with a V.
You don't know how to spell your name. You should really figure out the spelling of your alias before you lie about it.
My name is actually Maeve, but they said change it, make it different. And I
You
said
actually
Dave.
Yeah.
Although my name does sound relatively made up, I promise you it's my given name.
It does. It does sound like your name is Maeve and you wanted to come up with something on the fly, but are not creative.
P-tier Griffin. That's it. Yes.
I was literally thinking the same thing.
Anyway, she says, "No, my name is Vave, and I'm a wizard. I've come here in search of a magical artifact. My sister has gone missing."
Who's your sister?
Maeve.
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 I knew you were going there, and I don't like it, even though I knew it.
She does have a name. Noxa. Noxa.
Noxa.
Naxa.
And what did your sister come here for? There's bad things going on. Why would she come here?
We both came here for a very important artifact that's we've been researching. It's the cloak of the arachnid.
You know that there's a war happening, right?
We were aware of the war. As you can see, we're Drow. We were from the Underdark. But we used the opportunity of the army mobilizing to sneak our way into this plane.
And why do you want this cloak?
It's a very powerful artifact, and us Drow feel like it belongs to us in the Underdark. It belongs in a museum, damn it.
Yes, this feels like a very odd moral stance to take in the middle of a war.
Who has it now?
She says, I believe it's in a place called the Ruinous Citadel, which is where my sister and I were headed until we got separated. I nearly got devoured by these beasts, and then you came along.
And then you nearly got devoured again.
Yes, thank you. Again, I appreciate this. And she goes to Boomy. Boomy, I don't know how you feel about the Drow. I mean, you've killed dozens of these people at this point, but she extends a hand to shake.
I cautiously stick out my hand. I understand there's a greater thing going on here, so I gotta put past things aside.
Your resistance
Yeah.
goals, yeah.
Can I roll an insight check to see if this is a meet cute?
Is a what? A meat? What?
To see if this is a meet cute.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Yeah, give me insight. Is this enemies to lovers here?
I'll have to
Yeah,
tell
it's a
this to
13.
Danielle then. She likes those things.
They very well could be a meat cute, as you just said. I don't know what that is.
I was gonna say
but-
I'm afraid to ask what that is.
You've never
Yeah.
heard of a meet cute? What?
No, I've never. No.
Me either. It's a lost concept on me as well.
Are you shipping them? Is that what you're doing, Quentin?
No,
meet cute
no.
is not that uncommon of a phrase.
Yeah, you see it in rom-coms.
It is also almost exactly what it sounds like. It is a cute meeting of two people.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Gotcha.
Bob, at this point in the recording, you'll need to put a poll in the chat. Do you or do you not ship Boomy with Vave?
Ship
Boomy
or
and
not
Vave.
ship?
Boomy and Vave.
Lave, pave, crave,
Voomy.
whatever you want.
I heard you have a
Babe.
sister.
Babe.
That's what they'll
Um,
name their child, Bave.
She says,
That's
what are you all doing here? And this war, I don't know what's even about. Why would the Underdark fight demons here in this plane? This doesn't make sense to me.
You really didn't do your research before chasing this artifact, did you?
Don't know. If
I
we
know
should
of the
tell her
artifact.
anything.
Tell me then, do you know why this war is waging?
She
There's a-
might be a spy for Cass. I don't know if we should tell her anything.
Who's Cass?
I shouldn't have said anything.
Yes, Siggy, you did just say that to me in front of her.
I don't
there's-
think we should tell her that we're looking for the lost rod piece. I really think that would be unsafe.
What
I'm saying
rod?
this right in front of her.
What rod?
There is Kaz is a figure here who holds power, and Loth is aligned against him. There's a war going on between them.
And they're
So
fighting
the-
over this rod?
I believe they're fighting over many things, more a difference of opinion on who should be in charge of everything. Loth has aligned herself with a foul figure.
So then, what are you doing here?
Trying to stop that.
Oh, so you're on the side of Lolth.
No, we're not really on either side.
But you want to go to this Cass and destroy him?
Not in particular. Can I do an insight check on her now to see if she is trying to do this, like, reverse interrogation?
Sure.
All right, that's better. That's a 25.
You'd gather that. It sounds like it checks out.
We have goals here. Kaz is a figure here. Loth is a figure here now. You have clearly come here with intentions. And I do feel that it is odd that after telling us that your sister is missing in a war zone, that your focus still seems to be on a cape. So, perhaps you could maybe elaborate on what your intentions truly are.
We're here for the cape, but we got separated.
Okay.
I need to find her, but also the cape.
Mhm.
I'm headed to the ruinous citadel. With or without you.
Well, not if we get there first.
Was it a race?
Yeah, you're... the energy I'm getting from you is truly wild. You're barely alive.
I'm gonna be upfront. I don't know what's happening. I'm not doing any more pie eating contests if this is where this is going.
Well,
Oh, that was so much fun. We should do that again.
well, I have to save my sister.
Fuck it. I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth.
Sure.
Oh man, you're gonna be sucked dry by the time you go deal with the last thing you gotta do. This is gonna be great.
She
Fate of the
needs to
universe.
roll. She needs to roll a charisma saving throw.
Can I give Quentin guidance?
Guidance doesn't help this.
Oh,
It's
never
a
mind.
saving throw.
Okay,
But
well, if I'm happy to have it if I need.
you
to make
can,
a
yeah,
check.
you can
Yeah,
cast
I'll
it. It's free.
I'll give you guidance.
She
Awesome.
fails.
All right, so we're gonna have a more frank and clear conversation. What is your primary goal while you are in Pandemonium?
Do the people in the zone of truth know that they're
I
overtaken?
presume
Okay, gotcha.
I think they're able to like respond.
They
can
yeah.
like they can,
They're not
necessarily
compelled
lie.
to
Correct.
respond. I have another spell that can do that if she wants to make this
Yeah,
hard.
Right. She says, like I've said, and she's annoyed that you've used magic on her, I'm here to find my sister. Our goal was to get the cloak of the arachnid. Like I said, you can help me or not, but I just thought that we would be a strength in numbers if we're headed to the same place.
And are you aligned in any way with either Kaz or Loth?
I don't know who this Cass is, but I guess vaguely Lulth. Although I don't know what the army is deployed here for. And
have you
frankly, if we're speaking frank, I don't know who Frank is, but I'm very upset that you wouldn't
Good guy,
trust
one of
me
the
after
best pool
sticking
players I've
my
ever
neck
known.
out for you.
Oh, you're upset that I don't trust you when you, in the middle of me trying to de-escalate a situation, came in and blew it up, literally, and then got our friend here tangled in literal webs that burnt his skin. You're
Yes,
upset.
but just to be clear, I don't want to mess with roleplay, but it spoke telepathically to you. It didn't say what it said out loud.
Sure, but she heard me.
Yeah. She heard you. Yes. Yeah. Mhm. Well,
Uh,
there's wind everywhere. It's very
It's-
windy. The wind is.
Is that Bobby or is that her?
No, that's the DM. It's loud.
There's
here.
wind.
It's loud here. Yeah. Hmm.
Look, we don't know each other. I have no reason to trust you, so I used this. You're around people I care about. I'm not going to trust the first person that jumps out of a spider corpse and throws a fireball. So, I will ask one more question and then I will drop this spell. Do you have any idea who Vecna is?
Vecna. I've never heard that word before.
Oh, we weren't supposed to say
I'm gonna
that.
kind of jump in and say, Quentin, we should be done with her. Let's go.
He drops the zone of truth.
Okay. Now, like I said, I'm heading to the ruinous citadel. And she starts to get up, brushes herself off, collects her things, and starts to move. Do you follow her?
I will fly in front of her
Okay.
and be like, not if we get there first. We're going to go first.
Wait, don't
She'll-
lie.
Well, you're flying it like low, right?
Yeah,
You're
like
not
I'm just, yeah, that's just how she moves around.
Yeah.
I'm like looking up at the giant blood birds.
I'm not
You
going
see-
up to the birds.
One of the blood birds just looks down at Rowan and waves its feather at you. No.
Waves one feather.
Talon, one talon.
One
How did it do that?
It's like
400 feet in the air, you see one singular feather move.
All right, so we'll move this to the Citadel here.
Yeah.
Is this as far as we need to fly, or are we going to need to keep flying?
He has landed, so it's up to you if you want to follow him or stay in the air. You can stay in eagle form for a moment more, as long as Caddis just drops it, and that's, it's up to him if he wants to drop it. You'd turn back, so you can stay here for now. And we'll say you land somewhere on the other side of the Citadel, somewhere over here, like that bottleneck. So hopefully, if people come towards you, it'll lessen the flow of it. He looks to Runar. He says, "Can you make a big splash?"
I can only do this once, but let's do it. And Runar will cast his 9th level meteor swarm.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Gosh.
So this is great. Can you just, because I know a lot of people never actually get to cast Meteor Swarm. Can you read the spell out to everybody? It's pretty cool description.
Absolutely,
and
do that. Let's.
And so CJ, I'm just going to let you know this is going to help you in a way, because basically I'm just trying to think of like everything that you can. Yeah, I'm trying to think of everything you could do. Like if you used a lesser spell, then you might have a worse distraction, but there'll be more creatures alive when you have to fight, and etc. There's a little bit of a give and take with each of these decisions here, but go ahead. Meteor
Blazing
Swarm.
orbs of fire plummet to the ground at 4 different points. You can see within range. Each creature in a 40-foot radius sphere centered on each point you choose must make a dexterity saving throw. The sphere spreads around corners, and creatures take 20d6 fire damage and 20d6 bludgeoning damage on a failed save.
Stop.
Wow.
Oh my god.
So, right now it's at 134 damage to any creature stuck in any of the 4 different points that are within 1 mile of where I am.
This is awesome.
So, just places out on the battlefield.
Yeah.
Just meteors crashing down, killing indiscriminately, because I don't know which demons are the good ones and which ones aren't.
It is kind of hard to tell without analyzing the battlefield. Mordenkainen seems to say. No. There's and this is more, like I said, the bigger damage you do, the more of a distraction. It's going to help the rest of the groups and make it easier for you all, because you'll have less to fight. So
Again,
this is going to be a big. Yeah, it's a big deal.
134 if they fail. It's still 70 something if they pass.
Yeah.
Where are these things in relation to
77 damage. The meteor swarms?
No, the creatures.
The creatures are all basically in this area right here between the Citadel, and I think I described this in each of your other adventure legs, but between the Citadel and the Hurricane Tower is where the forces have met. Now there are some fringe areas like on the outside that there's not as many demons, but like the biggest threat of demons is directly between those 2 points, so the tower and the Citadel. You landed right here at this bottleneck and have lined, a bunch of meteors, 4 meteors going through, like maybe like right here, 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 and here, right? Like straight in the middle of the battlefield. So you've clearly made a distraction. The plumes of fire, smoke, and the debris that comes from these meteors just lights up the area.
Flying everywhere.
Body parts flying everywhere. Demons being sent back to the planes in which they came from, where they were summoned. Demon ichor being spilled all over the battlefield. With this, you prepare for an assault here. And I'm going to switch us over to the battle map now.
I reveal Screech in her eagle form as this happens.
Yeah. And CJ, I'm just going
better than a couple of arrows, I suppose.
Anything I was gonna propose, like I'll cast a lightning arrow and make it go boo. No, this is better.
Yeah, and imagine you do this just as you land, like she releases you from her claws, and you just like stride in lockstep with the ground, right? Like as you land, you walk, and you're like, bam, throw these 4 huge meteors down, and
they
start to funnel your way. So like the battlefield almost stops. Everybody in the battlefield pauses, and all these demons look your way. You can see commander, general type demons on the battlefield on both sides starting to divert troops, but you've decimated much of both sides. So the amount that gets to you initially is sparse. And I'm going to place you on the battlefield. Here you are. So you start to head towards the Hurricane Tower. All right. Give me survival checks as you start to traverse through this rocky cliffside. It's not easy to do, and it's going to require you to go at a slower pace.
Oh, nat 20.
Nice. And I see Elias got was it 21?
Yep. 15.
Solid.
It's pretty good.
And Edmund?
26.
Nice. So 26, two 26s, a 21, and a 15. Well, looks like you failed. So
Mine wasn't a natural 20, though. My 26. So
that's true. Edmund's was just a
mine
regular.
was just a simple, like, 16 on the die.
Yeah.
It's like, this is meh.
It's fine. So you're able to navigate a little better than most. And as you start to go to the east towards this Hurricane Tower, you can see that there are moments where, you know, the battlefield actually comes pretty close to you. You're watching it now. It looks clear that the forces of Lolth are winning. The ones carrying her banner, marching towards the Citadel, start to gain footholds. They start to gain ground. They're defeating the other creatures. And you notice something while you're traversing. Both sides have spider-like creatures on their side. Something that you maybe not have expected. And when you finally reach the the Hurricane Tower, it's taken you now at least an hour or so to get there. At least an hour. Like I said, it's like 3 miles.
You're attuned.
It's like 3 miles away, so it's taken you at least an hour to get there. And the terrain was not really that difficult for all your successes here on these rolls.
I feel like I'm still having like trouble attuning with my amulet. I feel like there's still something missing.
Really? Are the hit points gained or no?
Hit points are not gained yet.
Okay, you tell me when they come in, Joe. Who am I to tell you when your magical item works?
Why would you need, I think it's going to be 5 times 13, 65 extra hit points for this journey.
Yeah.
Right.
Why would you? Yeah.
Who knows? It might come in handy later on. Who knows?
Who am I? Anyway, you approach the Hurricane Tower. I have artwork for you, and I'll show it to you in a second. This 200-foot tall tower juts out from atop of the cliff above the Citadel like a broken finger, threatening to fall over the edge of the nearly 400-foot tall cliff. So just to give you some perspective, this tower is really damn tall. Thick spider webs are woven throughout the base of the tower, and it looks like it keeps it anchored to the cliff. The Hurricane Tower is made of stone, but it looks like an unsteady structure. It's also the only easily accessible shelter that you can see within miles, because your trip here was pretty treacherous, and you barely could communicate with each other because the winds have been so loud. These piercing, screaming winds echo throughout, not to mention the sounds of the battlefield down below. Also above you, you notice that there are these large birds that look like they're actually made of blood. It's quite horrifying, but they seem to be swooping down to places on the battlefield whenever they notice that there is carrion or some sort of treat for them to pick up. And they seem to be terrifying both the armies around them. So that's the scene around you. I will tell you, you're approaching it from like the north west, and I'm going to switch this over to a map and show you some artwork. Let's switch over here. Okay, so let's bring us, and tell me if you can see. I think I've set everybody's visions and stuff like that correctly. There you go.
Oh.
Can you see?
Oh, yeah. I can see.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay, great. Now, this is
Beautiful.
not the you're not on the map where, I put you in the corner so you can just kind of get a view of it. You're not there. You can be as far away from the tower as you wish. But as you approach, you just let me know. But let me just give you some artwork, and I'll let you ask some questions.
I want to know what the discernible difference between the two spider creatures are. Which ones are clearly Lulf because they have the banners, and which ones are working for Cass.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. 19.
So from your height, I would say that that's pretty good. You did notice a trend here. The worshippers of Lolth that carry her banner look like they are more uniform. They have similarities to the armor they wear. They and a lot of them are actually dark elves in the mix. So like Driders look like a dark elf upper body and a spider lower body, whereas the creatures that you see on the other side look like this.
Okay.
So you notice how they're more, they have a almost wolf-like, it's a lupine face. Rufus would hate this, Andrew. He would hate this. But they're like spider wolves.
Yeah, so they look like monsters, and the other ones look like humanoid creatures with spider bodies.
With monsters attached to them, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's good to know.
Yeah, and I showed you the Hurricane Tower. You saw the artwork for that. It's this right here. There does seem to be some sort of like energy source at the top, and if you give me an Arcana check, I'll tell you what you can know about maybe this. Everybody can give me an Arcana check, yeah. What do you think? Would Rufus hate those wolf spiders?
He would.
He would hate them. There are no wolf spiders in the Gwaendire, are there?
No.
Of course not.
I got a 26.
Nice. Okay, so it looks like a lot of you got pretty high Arcana checks here. I would say that you all would assume that this is maybe some sort of portal, a way that Lolth's army enters into the plane. So, because teleporting in general is very dangerous here. So there has to be more of a connection than just the teleporting. Okay, so how would you approach this? I would say this is the sight you see as you're coming down a bit from a higher peak. This is the sight you see, and you can see these creatures, the Driders, these half spider body, half dark elf body. They are patrolling, and there's like a dozen of them surrounding the tower as they stand guard. What do you do?
We saunter.
You saunter, okay. Naturally.
Yeah, I suppose that we saunter right up to them.
We do.
What are your thoughts here? And we can go get your first takes here. Andrew, you have something to say?
Yeah, I grasp Edmund. The blessing of Lathander be upon you.
Oh.
And I cast Death Ward on you. Which means when you drop to 0 hit points, you actually drop to 1 the first time.
Thank you.
By the way, Joey, you were in the last game, right?
Yeah.
Obviously. We know that. That's what somebody did in that game, too.
Wait.
Yeah. The Death Ward, remember?
I do remember.
Yeah.
Great spell.
This is a good... Keeping the... Yeah, you got to keep the Link people alive. Good.
Keep us alive. Thank you. Thank you, Elias. You are
a better friend than I am.
Yeah. More eloquent than I.
Well,
our gentleman and a scholar.
Here's what I.
Your kind.
As we start sauntering up to these creatures, I do say, well, I don't know if I could convince all of them, but it seems that a dozen of them is just our luck, because I could use mass suggestion on them and tell them that Cass's forces are approaching the tower from the west, and that they need to immediately flee and take care of that. But it is possible that some of them won't be swayed.
I say go for it.
Did we not just try and sneak past them? I mean,
we could also try that.
I mean, we could start with that method, but as a failsafe, I have that up my sleeve.
Keep that as a failsafe. I think we keep that as, you know,
keep that as action in case we like fail a stealth check.
Just don't want to draw too much attention to us.
As you approach, though, and you're just deliberating what method to use, you see a large, plume of, magical energy from down below on the battlefield. It appears as though the Mordenkainen, Runar, Averna's group has made their landing into the battlefield. And as this happens, all the Lolth followers here at the tower start to look down towards the cliff. You can hear some shouting in Abyssal from within, something very loud, something booming voice commanding. And then 8 of these Driders start to descend the cliff face, along with many dark elves that kind of funnel out the front entryway and start to make their way down towards the battlefield. Actually, even you look at the battlefield itself, and some of the armies are making a push for the ruinous citadel, change direction and head towards the site of the magical energy. So it seems like the plan is underway.